Today after saying this about the ceasefire.
It's one of the weakest right now. It's on life support.
Calling garbage Iran's counter-proposal trying to end the conflict. And now Israel is sending Iron Dome missile defense to a Gulf country. Iran's attacked the United Arab Emirates. Fox's Lucas Tomlinson's there in Dubai.
Multiple officials tell Fox the Emirates are not taking any of these attacks on this country lying down. They've hit back, launching multiple airstrikes against Iranian oil facilities, as first reported by the Wall Street Journal, after more than 2,800 Iranian drones and missiles have been launched here, more than twice the number launched at any other country during the war, including Israel.
And oil prices up more than 3% as shipping remains mostly halted in the Strait of Hormuz, which China relies on heavily for oil as the U.S. military keeps a blockade around Iran's ports. The Americans quarantined in Omaha after being taken off that hantavirus-stricken cruise ship are said to be doing well without symptoms. Ashley Newmeyer, the director of Public Health Nebraska, tells Fox this morning.
Hantavirus, in order for it to spread, it does need prolonged human-to-human contact. So this is different from the COVID-19 virus.
2 others are isolated in Atlanta, others quarantined overseas. The outbreak killed 3 people on the cruise. Days after Virginia's Supreme Court struck down as illegal a voter-approved congressional redistricting map that would benefit Democrats. A win for Republicans again at the Supreme Court.
On Friday, Alabama Attorney General Steve Marshall asked the Supreme Court to pause a lower court ruling blocking the state from using a congressional map approved in 2023 until after the 2030 census. Approved by the state's GOP legislature, the map would eliminate one of the state's 2 largely black House districts. The Supreme Court's conservative majority granting the request, sending the case back to a lower court, which could ramp up efforts to use the map ahead of the midterm elections.
That's Fox's Kristen Goodwin. There are primaries today in West Virginia and Nebraska. America's listening to Fox News.
I love days like these at the pool, but my moderate to severe plaque psoriasis can sometimes take me out of the moment. I'm ready to make a splash with clearer skin thanks to Skyrizi, risankizumab Riza. Skyrizi is a prescription-only injection for adults who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy. At 4 months, most people saw 90% clearer skin when measured from head to toe, and many were even 100% plaque-free. People also saw significant improvement in psoriasis symptoms of pain, redness, itching, and burning.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines.
Now there's nothing on my skin thanks to Skyrizi, and that means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi, the #1 dermatologist-prescribed biologic in psoriasis. Visit Skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI to learn more.
Well, before President Trump travels to China, he posted a short time ago on Truth Social that Cuba's a failed country and asking for help, and we are going to talk. Now, the president's also dealing with more criticism he doesn't like, this time about the reflecting pool he wants to renovate between the monument and the Lincoln Memorial. This says there's a lot of opposition to his White House ballroom plan. The president posted on Truth Social this morning he's going to fix the dilapidated reflecting pool in just weeks for only $5 or $6 million. After the Obama and Biden administrations, the president claims squandered $55 million to try to get the reflecting pool to work, but there is a legal challenge.
The Cultural Landscape Foundation, a nonprofit, is asking a D.C. court to halt the resurfacing of the reflecting pool near the Lincoln Memorial. President Trump has touted a new American flag blue coating to replace the existing surface. The organization says the dark gray basin used for the pool surface is part of its design to create the illusion of greater depth, and argues the resurfacing is altering the pool's historic character. Jared Halpern, Fox News.
Now something else the president wants.
President Trump on Truth Social writes, I am asking Congress to pass that bill, the 21st Century Road to Housing Act, which would ensure that homes are for people, not corporations. The Senate passed it 2 months ago with an 89-10 vote. There's opposition in the House to a provision requiring large investors building homes for rent to sell them within 7 years for families to buy. There's concern it'll disincentivize construction. The bill also bans investors controlling 350 or more single-family homes from buying more. It also reduce regulations for small-scale construction and factory-built homes, encourage more bank investment in affordable housing projects and small-dollar mortgages, and provide funding to repair or convert properties that could be housing. Chris Foster, Fox News.
Later this hour, we'll get an inflation update expected to show rising consumer prices. Ahead of that, on Wall Street, stock futures are falling. I'm Dave Anthony, and this is Fox News.
Here's a look at local news. University of Illinois resuming final exams after a cyber attack involving Canvas In an email, the university announced Canvas at Illinois now online and available to the university community. All exams originally scheduled for Friday took place over the weekend. U of I postponed the exams following the cyber attack earlier this month. Person seriously hurt after stabbing in Champaign. The victim stabbed multiple times Saturday in the 2600 block of West Springfield Avenue. That person taken to the hospital listed in serious condition. So far, no one in custody. Illinois legislators continue debating how to regulate the rapid growth of data centers as AI-driven computing demands surge. Communities report rising energy bills, noise, environmental concerns, while utilities warn that large load projects could more than double ComEd system peak by 2040. Supporters cite major property tax revenue from new centers. You're locally up to date from the Stevie J Broadcasting Newsroom. I'm Jim Miller.
It is a gorgeous morning. Yeah. You could tell me, don't forget the meat to put on the grill for the tailgate, and I'd believe you. It just feels like
I know it.
Little tailgatey.
I love it.
That's what I am.
Mm-hmm.
Tailgatey.
We're ready.
Greg's had to come down.
If you don't mind a little, gritty dust in your teeth, that's all.
Well, a little wind.
Yeah, that'll pick up later, though, right?
Yeah, well, this afternoon, late this morning, this afternoon, and
wait a minute, it's going to be windy? Wow.
Yeah.
What a change. Sarcasm.
Yeah, 30 to maybe 40-mile-an-hour gusts to south-southwest, and doesn't take much, evidently, to dry up topsoil. Plus, people are going at it to full tilt out there. So we do have one of those blowing dust advisories until, I believe, 7 o'clock this evening.
That can actually be like a whiteout, except it's brown out.
Brown out, yeah.
You really can't see. I've been in those.
Grid, so.
Yeah. You can't see a thing. You got to stop almost with the flashers and all that. Anyway, I've been in those. Anyway, it's I've been to Wellington, New Zealand, right at the tip of the South Island.
Okay.
And they call it Windy Wellington. I think we should
start
calling it Windy Champaign-Urbana.
Okay.
Because we're pretty windy this spring. Wherever.
We have been, yes. We have.
It is Tuesday, May 12, and we will look. Is there a little rain maybe later, too? Is that?
Yeah, hop, skip, and a jump, iffy and spotty, and then there's a little more rain in the forecast, but it's almost of a, how the late spring and summertime rains get going. They're kind of hop, skip, and a jump, lots of dry hours and that kind of thing. So, and actually probably at some point next week, and more so towards it was a Memorial Day weekend's coming up in less than 2 weeks, I think. We'll probably need some rain by then. So.
Yeah, Memorial Day weekend's a week from this weekend, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Wow. Okay, Parkland College has their graduation ceremonies at Cranard Thursday, and then U of I this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
And you're speaking at Parkland, right?
I am indeed. We're going to talk about that a little bit.
How's the practice going?
I think pretty good. I wouldn't say ready. I'm probably red.
What's Janet's feedback on it?
Have not given that to her.
Oh.
I generally don't. I don't generally.
Oh, okay. Well, that's right. You're in radio, so.
Well, I mean, I think I know what I'm going to say.
Okay.
So looking forward to it.
Words of wisdom.
I don't know about that. That's just got to be judged.
Words then.
History will judge me.
Okay.
You know what? I hope they remember something.
I do know whenever I'm preparing to talk, I just say, God, guide my words. Right before I start to speak.
Absolutely should be a 24/7 prayer. Okay, so I'm sorting my desk at home, and I'm finding all these things, and I don't remember. Do you happen to, Diane, when did you graduate?
85.
Do you don't want to admit that. You want her to admit that, do you?
I don't know.
Because he spoke at my graduation, Greg.
Oh, did he? Oh.
I think I spoke two times, I think.
At Unity?
Yeah. One was out in the bleachers.
Right. I feel like that was it.
You were in the bleachers?
I feel like I was.
It was kind of cold.
Yeah.
Okay, that was it.
And we sang
Diane, were you hooked on radio after Stevie spoke?
Christopher Cross.
Sailing.
Yeah.
I also spoke inside in like 82.
Okay.
83. And I remember that one. I remember the one outside, so I think twice.
But you talked about radio to my speech class.
I remember going there for that.
Okay.
Yeah. Gosh darn, I'm old. Hey, it's time for
weather.
Diane,
were you hooked then?
Maybe so.
It wasn't because of the words, was it? I didn't do anything like that.
I mean,
change your mind.
I felt good about life. And
she felt a calling.
Things have turned out good.
Well, it's exciting and wonderful when you look at life's possibilities because it's like a blank canvas and it's what you put on it.
Yeah.
And all of those things. But I am looking forward to it. It makes you be reflective and think about good things and things you want to dispense to people. I'm no better than anyone, but I have lived longer. And there's a lot that comes with living longer called wisdom, and I have a lot more.
And or part-time genius. That's what phrase it gets kicked around. So
it just, you learn so much, and you try and share that, because everybody kind of goes through the ups and downs, and it's just part of the life that you're living. Okay, let's check weather, brought to you this morning by Carl.
Wanting to remind you the 6 signs of stroke. You can remember BFAST, standing for balance lost, eyes blurred, face drooping, arms weak, speech slurred, and terrible headache. If you experience these symptoms, call 911. Learn more at carl.org/stroke.
Okay, meteorologist Greg Solier, talk to me about our day and what's coming later in the week, sir.
Yeah, the last in a series of these kind of northerly branched oriented jet stream cold fronts to come our way. They'll whistle on by with wind ahead of it, wind behind it, a little uptick in temps ahead of it, a little downward trend behind it, and just a skosh of rain in a couple of spots, more or less, just the blowing, at least the blowing around of dust and maybe some muddy raindrops or showers that come through the area later on today. After that, it's back into this nickel and dime. Upper level winds in from the southwest. Part of that southwestern heat wave begins to work into the plains. We'll be looking at some 90 to 95 degree air there, and we'll be on the eastern flank of that beginning Friday and probably carrying on through the better part of next week. And from time to time, a couple of passing showers and thunderstorms. And again, as we get deeper into the month, probably the need for some renewed rainfall across the area. But in the meantime, temps in the mid-40s, southeast wind about 10. We'll be looking at an increase in that wind and an increase in cloud cover, some mid-level stuff now. We'll get into sun, then the clouds roll back in later on this morning. Afternoon that features dry weather, but a southwest wind gusting to 40 miles per hour, and hence that blowing dust advisory up to about 77. So probably some areas, maybe just here in Philo and Sydney and south, up near 80 this afternoon. A couple of showers, thunderstorms over about half the area this evening. Don't think we have anything widespread severe. Clearing after midnight, windy, not as cool, 55. Tomorrow, sunny, windy, cooler at 66. So back down below average with a northwest to north wind, still 15 to 25 and gusty. Winds fade tomorrow night. Temperatures down into the lower 40s, maybe our low cold spots upper 30s, and the last of the frost, by the way, moving out of Michigan and the Great Lakes region, hopefully for the season. Sunny and a seasonal high of 70 on Thursday. Friday up to 76. Maybe a shower in spots late morning, better chance later in the day with a thunderstorm. Warm, dry, partly cloudy, and 84 on Saturday. Low to mid 80s Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and again a couple of scattered showers and thunderstorms offset by lots of dry hours and some sun for Sunday and Monday as well. For Stevie Day Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solgay.
All right, thank you, Greg. We'll jump right to morning sports. Diane Ducey has that.
Right. Sounds good. Well, we're setting up some games in the MLB. The Cubs will be facing Atlanta with a 6:15 start, so right around 5:45. I believe a half hour beforehand on US 105.9. Pat Hughes always sounds great with the call. Let's hope the Cubs can beat the Braves.
Well, Cubs haven't scored a baseball run since Friday.
Oh, wow.
They didn't score on the
weekend. A little bit of a dry spell after their 10 wins in a row.
Yeah, they're dominant, and they're still looking great. And Ricky Horton told our boys yesterday afternoon that he thought the Cubs are the best and probably going to be Milwaukee right there.
Okay.
But he didn't say Pittsburgh, Cincinnati, or the St. Louis Cardinals would necessarily be up there with the Cubs in Milwaukee when it's all said and done, but there's a lot of season left.
Well, speaking of Ricky and his work with the St. Louis Cardinals, setting up a game against the Oakland A's, let's get that summary.
The Redbird Recap is sponsored by Helitech Waterproofing and Foundation Repair. Heal your home with Helitech.
After a day off yesterday, the Cardinals are back at tonight in West Sacramento as they match up against the A's. It's the first time the Cardinals have played games at Sutter Health Park, the temporary home for the A's until their new ballpark in Las Vegas opens. Generally, that ballpark is a AAA stadium for the Sacramento River Cats. Andre Palante on the mound tonight. He's 3-3 with a 4.34 ERA. He has never faced off against the A's in his career. Last time out against Milwaukee, he took a loss, allowing 5 runs in 6 innings. 4 of those 5 runs scored in his first inning of work. Jeffrey Springs will make the start tonight for the A's. He comes in with a 3-2 record, a 3.89 ERA. He is 0-2 with a 3.15 ERA in 4 career appearances against the Cardinals. 8:40 first pitch. That means our coverage begins at 7:45. For the St. Louis Cardinals Radio Network, I'm Matt Pauley.
Is your home showing symptoms of foundation issues? Your home's wet basement, dingy crawl space, musty smells, cracked walls, or unlevel concrete shouldn't be ignored. Helitech can help. Life happens in your home. You and your family deserve the best. Helitech offers proven solutions in waterproofing, drainage, concrete leveling, and foundation repair services. Contact us for a free inspection at helitechonline.com.
When the water's high, we'll keep your basement dry. Heal your home with Helitech.
Kansas City at Chicago's White Sox. 6:40 start on that one. On to the NBA, where Cleveland took down Detroit 112-103. So that is tied up at 2 apiece. Evidently, LeBron non-committal about next year after Oakland swept the Lakers 115-110.
Guy is 41.
41.
And he's still pretty good at basketball. Mm-hmm. He's not the greatest. He's up there with the top people, but I got into watching a little of The Last Dance again, and this isn't even close. It's Michael Jordan.
I know.
It just is. He I guess he was, if you're a hockey fan, wouldn't it be like Wayne Gretzky? He was just faster and saw the game better. Wayne Gretzky was just way ahead of Michael. Was just way ahead of us. Just remarkable.
I don't know if we want to start this debate.
You can
LeBron
start
versus Jordan.
There is no comparison.
Okay.
Michael Jordan was 6 out of 6. He didn't ever lose a final. He went 3 years, played baseball, went back 3 years, and won 3 more. LeBron was in the age of create a team. It's something you can look up online. Create a team. You go buy your own guys. You get your own guys together. That wasn't like that in the 90s.
Yeah.
You were signed to a contract, and you had to deal with the 2 Jerrys in Chicago, and in spite of them, it was weird. Anyway, it's just such a. There's Michael, and then you can say LeBron, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Magic Johnson, Larry Bird. All those guys are in the second tier. There is no way you can say everybody knew he was shooting, and it didn't matter. He made him.
Yeah.
He was just the clutch. He was just the hardest working guy in practice. Anyway, go watch The Last Dance. If you've not seen that, that is as well put together.
And one thing that I just recently saw was about Air Jordan and the Nike shoe.
Well, his mama made him go listen. I just didn't.
And wanted a percentage of each shoe sale and stuff.
Yeah, well, they expected to sell $6.5 million in Michael's Nike shoes year one. They sold $126 million.
Crazy.
It is just unbelievable. The success Michael Jordan had is 100% in the finals. I don't know if there's there's no other player in the history of the game that is 100% 6 for 6. They haven't won that many. There might be 2 for 2. Anyway, watching that reminds me of the greatness of Michael Jordan and what he had to deal with. And you know what? We do this still. You build somebody up and then you love breaking them down. And they got into, he's gambling. He's gambling.
Yep.
He gambled on the golf course, but they just try and tear him down.
Speaking of golf, NCAA Stanford Regional going on with Anna Ritter, even 21 to pace our Illinois women's golf team. Round 2, 10:55 today.
All right.
We're 10th right now.
Let's get them.
All right.
Weather brought to you this morning by Urbana Park District.
Reminding you, always great classes, great camps, opportunities for work like a lifeguard this summer. You can learn more at urbanaparks.org.
All right. We'll check Greg's weather. Be right back with a Fox Business Minute.
Hello again, everyone. Let's check weather for Central Illinois. Champaign, Urbana vicinity. Sunshine will fade behind increasing clouds this afternoon. But note that increasing southwest wind 20 to 30, gust of 40 miles per hour. In open areas, watch for some blowing gusts and reduced visibility. Highs to about 77. We'll bottom out tonight at 55, so mild tonight, but a couple of showers, ice and thunderstorms around perhaps about 40 to 50% of the area. Clearing after midnight. That southwest wind 15 to 25 miles per hour will swing to the west-northwest before midnight. Tomorrow sunny, windy, cooler, northwest to north winds at 15 to 25 and gusty, so the windy weather pattern continues on. Highs tomorrow at 66. Bottoming out in the lower 40s for tomorrow night with diminishing wind and clear skies for the day on Thursday. Sunshine, seasonal highs, lighter wind, the high around 70. Warm-up gets underway Friday with maybe a stray shower or thunderstorm both morning and late afternoon at 76. Warm weather with highs up to 84 on Saturday. A couple of scattered showers and thunderstorms Sunday and Monday. High temperatures still into the 80s. Drier air, slightly cooler but still warm Tuesday, Wednesday next week with highs right around 80. For CVJ Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solgay.
At Busey Wealth Management, we're proud to partner with individuals, families, and foundations, ensuring possibilities become achievements. From preserving and enhancing your assets to securing your legacy for future generations, we're focused on your success. Busey Bank, building business, growing wealth since 1868. proud to be the official bank of the Fighting Illini, member FDIC.
I'm Charles Payne, and this is the Fox Business Report.
Stocks are under pressure. Efforts to resolve the Mideast conflict are showing little sign of progress, and crude oil prices are higher. eBay has officially rejected GameStop's $56 billion takeover offer. eBay expressed doubts about how the deal is financed and says its own turnaround plan is boosting its growth. Waymo is recalling nearly 3,800 of its robo-taxis in the U.S. because a self-driving software issue could cause the cars to drive onto flooded roads. Waymo says it has a temporary fix and a full remedy is under development. It operates robo-taxis in California, Texas, Florida, Arizona, and Georgia. And wearable camera company GoPro says it is reviewing multiple unsolicited offers to buy the business. That's your Fox Business Report. I'm Jenny Coselda. Invested in you.
You're probably listening to this in your car, so let me ask you, would you drive without insurance? Of course not. So why is your retirement portfolio unprotected? Gold is portfolio insurance. It helps de-risk your savings when markets get unpredictable. Noble Gold Investments has helped thousands of Americans do exactly that, with no high-pressure sales and thousands of 5-star reviews. Visit noblegoldinvestments.com. That's noblegoldinvestments.com. Past performance may not be indicative of future results. Investing in precious metals involves risk. Consult with your tax or financial professional before making any investment decisions.
We do something called Stever. This is a program where I, Stevie J, give you money, inexplicably give you money, and you spend it.
I mean, the explanation is we want businesses to grow when we talk about them.
Well,
it's just ESPN 93.5.
You spend money on marketing. You say, well, what happens? Well, we insure.
That's right.
We handpick our listener, you, and then we handpick our business, the business, because let's be very honest here. If the business isn't very good, we don't ask them to do Stever.
Well, and there haven't been too many that fit into that category.
Happened before.
It has happened before.
Very awkward, actually. Anyway, so yesterday people were really happy to win $500 to spend at Dick Van Dyke Appliance World. But something happened the first time in this program, 7 years. The guy said, "How do I know this is legit?"
Yeah, what's the catch?
And I said, "Well, you're a member of Stever?" He says, "I don't know." And I said, "Okay, let me look. You are."
Okay, at GoStever.com.
You have memory issues as well, just like me.
Exactly.
Anyway,
we get busy.
Yeah. So anyway, so today we're going to do PDR Automotive. They've been around since the 1960s. John Marshall is a great team. So what they'll do for you, they'll give you a complete vehicle inspection and tell you what you got. If you're selling a used car, this is gold. You know what you got, and you can give them the 5-page color printout of what you're really good at on that car and what you're not. And then if there's something I probably ought to do that, I'll kick in $200 more in cash. That's like a $350 thing.
Nice.
217. Go back. Go to GoStever.com.
Yes.
GoStever.com. It's already online. And if you want this, you think this will be helpful, maybe your child drives a used car and you want to know kind of what you got. That's not bad information either. If you don't use the 200, that's cool. But if you want to use it towards something that you think you ought to get done, you got that.
Okay.
All right. Again, GoStever.com. If you're not a member, you can join and enter if you'd like. Yes, we are here to help you, my friends. It's a beautiful morning. Mike Tramey, he is with Student Affairs. I had your whole title, Mike. It's nice to see you. Thanks for coming in. Get nice and close like Mick Jagger to that microphone.
All right. Well, thank you guys for having me in today.
A very nice voice. He actually did volleyball with Dave Lone for 10 years.
Okay, that's it.
I mean, Loney had a voice, but you got a voice, man.
Yeah, Dave for about 10, and now been with Tim for a while now, and so I really do enjoy the Illini radio broadcast.
And Tim
you're still on there?
Yeah.
What the world? Because you have so much time on your hands.
Tim seems to know the ins and outs of volleyball pretty well.
Yeah, he is very passionate about what he does, and does a great play-by-play, and brings me along for the ride. So
there you go.
I mean, I didn't know you're still doing it. I guess that tells me I haven't listened in a while. But man, that's awesome. You know why I like Mike Tramey? The guy's after it, man.
Yeah.
Talk about climbing ladders. You keep growing. You got your PhD, 3 years ago? 4 years?
Yeah, doctorate from Ferris State in 2021.
What drives this? Why? I mean, you coached at several high schools, and
including SJO.
But now you're like a big shot at Parkland College, man. It's a doctor train me.
Yeah, I get the privilege of serving Parkland students every day and trying to make it a place where they can learn and grow, and that feeds my heart and soul, and so I really enjoy what I do.
Yeah, that's the thing. If you love doing it, it doesn't feel like work.
No.
I would describe you as hardworking, passionate, and caring.
Aww.
Thank you, Steve. Yeah, it's greatly appreciated.
Jeff DeLessio wrote that in the News Gazette.
Okay.
No, listen, it's really, I love the stories of people that don't, they keep growing, because if you stop growing, then it's not good.
No. And it shows what kind of wonderful place Parkland is. I started off as volleyball coach, and in my towards the end of my career at an administrative level. So it's been a fun ride, and I've had lots of different opportunities there. But it's because that's such a wonderful place.
I tell you what, I believe absolutely 100% that it's the best community college. I don't know where you find a better one. The campus is unreal. I still get lost, but the campus is amazing. And some of the new things they built in the last decade or so. If you've not been out to Parkland College, you need to go walk around.
Yeah.
And it doesn't cost any money. Is it $4,200 a semester? That's like left pocket.
Yeah, it is pretty inexpensive, and it's a great value for your educational dollar. I mean, I think you can't find better, for students in the area, you can't find better education value.
I don't like it when people say, I'm just going to Parkland. Take the just out of it, man.
Exactly.
You know what? You're saving like $50,000. And you're getting classrooms with great instructors at 16 kids in there. Mm-hmm. My wife taught at Parkland after she got her master's back in the day and loved the experience.
Yeah.
It's a really, really good place. Plus, it serves such a need.
Yeah.
It really does. It's affordable, fantastic education. And you might be 42 and starting over, but you can, it's just a remarkable gift here, and I want to make sure people understand what it is.
Yeah, we serve students from straight out of high school to those coming back to retool a career, to those who later in life realize they have a passion for something and just want to experience something new.
There must be great stories of people that are 34, really kind of drifting, went to Parkland, got a direction, and are doing something fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, every year those stories abound, and this time of year, as we get close to the end of the year ceremony stuff, those come out, and we're excited to share all those and have you help share them this year.
We're going to talk about the commencement at Parkland College, the greatest community college. Well, let me check the ranking. Stevie J, top community, Parkland, number one.
Hey,
it's
there
been
it
like
is.
that for a while. I haven't mentioned it. I just love Parkland. Anyway, coming right back with Mike Tramey. What is your title?
Vice President for Student Services.
Oh,
very good.
But you're in charge of student discipline and stuff.
I have everything from discipline to athletics to the police to admissions to all kinds of fun stuff there.
Troy Daniels, is he still our police chief at Parkland?
Yes,
Troy?
he is. We are so fortunate to have Chief Daniels and his experience there.
It's just too bad he's not comfortable talking to people. he's a good guy.
He never met a stranger.
He really
hasn't.
He was about to go into somebody's house, like with jackets and everything, people surrounding it. And Janet and I were on a walk. He said, "Hey, Steve," I'm going, "You got your back against the wall and you're talking to me? What the heck?" All right, be right back. 7:28. It's ESPN 93.5.
Here's another home improvement insight from Kramer Siding and Window, a proud member of Prairie Home Alliance.
Getting new siding and windows is a part of good home maintenance, and it's also a way to improve your home's value and curb appeal. Kramer offers preservation siding and windows in lots of styles and colors. Shutters and trim will complete the look, and our online design tool will help you try before you buy. So start today and save 25%.
Call 217-355-2720, click on kramersiding.com, or visit the showroom in Champaign.
Hey golf cart shoppers, tired of the same old golf cart shopping experience? Come over to Midwest Carts in Tuscola, Illinois, where customers rave about unbeatable pricing, massive selection, and full service done right. As the largest Denago golf cart dealer in Illinois, they've got premium new models plus 20 to 30 quality used carts ready to roll at any time. And the best part? Free delivery on new carts anywhere in Illinois or Indiana. Midwest Carts, Tuscola, Illinois. Find them at mwcarts.com.
Stan Musial, he missed a season in his prime to serve his country in the Navy.
Honor a legend on Saturday, May 16th when the Cardinals face the Kansas City Royals. Fans can secure a Stan Musial military bobblehead presented by Coca-Cola and Deerbirds. This patriotic collectible celebrates Stan's Hall of Fame career and his service to our country. a true symbol of character on and off the field. A tribute worth displaying and remembering. Don't miss it. Get tickets and details at cardinals.com/promotions.
You have money laying all around your house. You just don't know it. And no, I don't mean selling your great-grandma's good china. I mean all the old metal items you don't want to use or get rid of. Don't pay someone to haul it away. Bring it into Max Twin City Recycling and get paid to have it taken off your hands. They love new customers and are more than willing to walk you through their process step by step. Come check them out at 2808 North Lincoln Avenue in Urbana.
Starting it over is what we do at Max Twin City Recycling.
Fox News, I'm CJ Papa. President Trump gearing up for his first trip to China since 2017. He will discuss the war in Iran, trade, and other topics with China's President Xi Jinping. Meanwhile, the conflict in the Gulf is far from over. Kuwait blames Iran for a failed attack earlier this month on an island in the Middle East nation.
It detained 4 gunmen from Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps trying to infiltrate an island just north of Kuwait City. And during the melee, one Kuwaiti soldier was injured.
Fox's Lucas Tomlinson in Dubai. The head of the World Health Organization says,
at the moment, there is no sign that we are seeing the start of a larger outbreak.
Spanish authorities confirming 1 new case today of a Spanish traveler on that hantavirus cruise ship, bringing the total to 11 cases, including 3 people who died. America's listening to Fox News.
Here's a look at local news. A person hospitalized in serious condition after being stabbed multiple times in Champaign Saturday in the 1000 block of Crescent Drive. Once they arrived, officers found the 37-year-old victim with those wounds. Police and firefighters provided medical assistance until the victim could be transported. Muhammad business owner stepping up to support a local hairstylist battling cancer for the second time. Carly Bridgewater, a mother and stylist at Salon 105, recently diagnosed again their neighbor, Hive Honey BT, creating a special candle in her honor themed around healing and resilience. Owner Jessica Trevsger says she wanted to help Bridgewater as a fellow mom. Illinois lawmakers considering new measures aimed at stabilizing the state's child care workforce. As providers report ongoing staffing shortages, proposal would expand wage support programs and create a statewide recruitment initiative to help centers fill vacancies. You're locally up to date from the Stevie J Broadcasting Newsroom. I'm Jim Miller.
What is most important to you in your life? This is Eric Boland with Provident Financial Group. Whether you're launching a career, raising a family, planning for retirement, or creating a legacy, we can help. At Provident, we provide strategic thinking and perspective that help clients like you realize their goals. Contact us today at 217-366-3456 or find us online at providentfinancialgroupllc.com.
Securities offered through Raymond James Financial Services, Inc., member FINRA SIPC. Provident Financial Group is not a registered broker-dealer and is independent of Raymond James Financial Services. Investment advisory services offered through Raymond James Financial Service Advisors, Inc.
Everyone knows that when you turn the key and the car won't run, call 367-9481 for PDR Automotive. But did you also know that if you don't have a key and you need it to run, call 367-9481. PDR now performs key cutting with programming. PDR also performs module cloning. Cloning makes that module plug and play, in many cases allowing you to utilize a used module where a new module is no longer available or very expensive. Remember, they are what's best for your truck or car. They are PDR.
I've got to clean out this garage. Let's see. What's the cheapest and easiest dumpster service in our area?
Here's what I found. The doggy bag.
Think she's broken. I'm not looking for takeout. Siri, try again.
The doggy bag from Bulldog Disposal in Mahomet.
Doggy bag? What's that?
If you got junk that needs to go, but you don't want the hassle of having an enormous dumpster delivered, grab a doggy bag, keep it as long as you need. They'll come take it away. For more information, just visit bulldoggybag.com.
That's bulldoggybag.com.
Better banking is about more than just money. It's about people. Fisher National Bank is a locally owned community bank serving Champaign and Vermilion counties. They're your friends and neighbors, taking a vested interest in the communities they serve. Last year alone, Fisher National volunteered over 750 hours of community service. By investing in the people they serve, Fisher National Bank shares in the success of a stronger community. Learn more at fishernational.com or any of the branches. Fisher National Bank, exceptional communities, exceptional people. Member FDIC.
Weather brought to you by Route 45 Wayside. They do Sunday Fun Day. And this Sunday Fun Day from 1 to 4, the Fairly Dangerous. That's a band.
I like it.
1 to 4 this Sunday, Route 45 Wayside in Pasodum. Here's Greg.
So we get everyone. Let's check weather for Champaign-Urbana this Saturday. Note the blowing dust advisory back into play on increasing south winds, further drying of at least a couple of inches of topsoil. So blowing dust and reduced visibilities in open areas as those southwest winds get going 20 to 30, gust to 40 miles per hour. Increasing clouds for the afternoon. Highs to about 77, could tickle 80 south of Champaign County. A couple of showers, isolated thunderstorms around tonight. Rainfall at about half the area will see it, 10th to quarter inch expected. Clearing after midnight. Windy night is cooled down to 55. That southwest wind will swing to the west-northwest at 15 to 25 miles per hour and gusty. Tomorrow, sunny, windy, cooler. Temperatures below average at 66 with a northwest to north wind, 15 to 25 and diminishing. Clearing tomorrow night, cooler, diminishing wind load down to 42. Sunny, seasonal, lighter wind and 70 the outlook on Thursday. This should be the last of the cool air surges with a big summer-like warm-up getting going later on into the week. Friday up to 76. A couple of showers and thunderstorms. 84 on Sunday, into the 80s. Scattered showers and thunderstorms Sunday and Monday. For TVJ Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solier.
Dr. Mike Tramey, Vice President of Student Services, will also be in charge of playing the tuba in the band. You do everything else.
We don't want that.
It is really great. Do a little pomp and circumstance and have another graduating class from Parkland. And you have Dr. James Leonard doing the afternoon kind of medical graduation.
Right.
Why has Parkland gotten so good at medical?
Yeah, I mean, we serve such a community need to provide allied health and nursing students, to feed such a great healthcare facility and community here within our 12 counties that Parkland serves. And so that has grown with the help of folks like Carl. And so when we decided to put in a first health professions ceremony and split into two versions from the single big one we used to have, Dr. Leonard seemed like a natural fit to kind of tell that message of what Parkland's impact to the local healthcare scene means.
And then I'm speaking to is it one of those you ran out of names?
No.
What is that? The last guy, and we've asked everybody else, and they all said no. It's
Plan B, C, D.
D.
I mean,
yeah.
You're our first choice.
Yeah, exactly. What's your double C? Anyway, I'm honored because I love Parkland, and I'm just thrilled to do this, and made me think about a lot of things.
Yeah.
To try and get somewhere in my, I think you told me 90 minutes, somewhere in my 8-minute talk that they can hold.
Yeah, and we're just excited to have you share your kind of experience and life lessons, and every year the student body gets to hear from a great speaker, and this year will be no different.
There you go.
Thank you, very kind of you. But you got tasked. Did you miss a meeting when you were told you're in charge of graduation?
That's right.
It's one of those, he's in South Carolina, so just give it to Mike.
There you go.
No, I've had that ever since I got into this role, and that's always been associated with our student services, naturally so. And it is, it's my favorite day of the year. I mean, we get to celebrate all the incredible accomplishments from our students, and we'll have over 500 walk across the stage between the two ceremonies,
Wow.
and it means so much to them and their families. Just what a wonderful and uplifting day.
How many will come? I mean, the Great Hall holds about 2,000.
Yeah, holds just shy of 2,000.
You wouldn't fill that up with.
Oh, it'll be full for both ceremonies.
Yep. I remember when Anna graduated as a nurse from Parkland, and we were like, "Whoa, we thought we'd have more choices on our street, on our seat."
And Anna went Parkland and was an outstanding student, is now a nurse.
Yep, and they had a pinning ceremony in the gym when she was getting in that zone too. It was just a wonderful experience.
I didn't realize that. I don't. It's been a few years since we've been a lot of graduations, fortunately, but that's like 8 a family. That's pretty good support.
And we can't even fill the ticket requests we have. We could probably do a lot more, but
that's awesome.
But yeah, venue size, it makes sense for us, and so it's great to have that many people celebrate our students.
Well, it's really, really great whenever we can celebrate, and of course, you're doing Thursday. That's a long day.
Yeah, Thursday we have 3 ceremonies. We have honors convocation where we celebrate our best and brightest at 11. Then the health professions ceremony at 2 p.m. where you mentioned Dr. Leonard will speak. And then the arts and sciences and career and technical ceremony will be at 7, where we get to have you kick us off with a great speech.
Yes.
Looking forward to that. By the way, Dr. Leonard came and did guest sports casting for me once. And this is how smart he is. He brought donuts.
Mm.
And you know what? I remember it.
Always a good choice.
I mean, that's what a smart. The fact that I would remember Dr. Leonard came in, did sports, and brought donuts.
Yes.
He said he's kind of a Chicago accent. You know, he said, I thought all you radio guys like donuts.
It's true. I mean, who doesn't?
No,
if you can get a doctor to bring you donuts, you've done something right there. So.
Exactly.
A good guy. All right, so we'll celebrate Parkland, and U of I course is coming up.
Yep.
And that's always a big weekend here in Champaign-Urbana. And just this stadium, you ever been to Memorial Stadium for the graduation?
Yeah, I have a couple of times. And, when I graduated from there, it was in State Farm Center, then Assembly Hall. Now it's with some stadium elements.
It was your college it must have been in these, because they can do all in the Memorial Stadium. They do the whole thing if you want.
Yeah, they had two large college ceremonies there, and then the departments were broken down.
What department were you in?
I was a political science undergrad
No kidding.
from the U of I. So yeah, a long time ago. We won't put that year on it. But
Why weren't you like a consultant for a president or something? You could have done that.
I don't know. I was one of those weird kids. I loved math too, so I had a math minor and a political science major, and I did a lot of quantitative stuff.
What's in Lebanon, Illinois?
Yeah, Lebanon, where I grew up.
And by the way, on the camera, you look 6'11".
Right.
We got to point it up.
I think it's the angle.
You're like 6'2" or 3", aren't you?
Yeah, somewhere around there.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
So Lebanon, Illinois, that's small town, isn't it?
Yeah, a little small town, little farm community, but it sits right nestled then on a very vibrant Scott Air Force Base. So very similar to what Chanute was for this area. We had Scott Air Force Base down there, and then you had the farm element, you had the base element, and then you had a little bit of an urban element coming out of St. Louis, and so it was kind of a neat mix of individuals that I grew up with.
First Cardinal player you really loved?
Ooh, my first Cardinal love, and I'm going to say because then he bolted, but I was a Keith Hernandez fan.
He was
first baseman
really
too,
good.
and
he went on and won World Series with the Mets too, didn't he?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Why did he leave? Why did he leave St. Louis?
Well,
did he get traded, or was it money? Or
they gave him a lot of money. I think they put that super team together around Dwight Gooden and Darryl Strawberry and Keith Hernandez and that bunch back in the late 80s.
Really but you probably went in the Mac Attack days.
Yeah,
and,
I saw a lot of McGuire games there. And
did you ever see one of the 70 that he hit?
I did.
Wow.
Several of them that
did
year
you?
we were there.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And isn't it amazing? And I think the Cardinals have done this a long time. It's like Grandma Emma will seat me. A lot of the older people are doing the ushering, and they're so kind and sweet. It really sets a nice culture.
It does. And those ballparks, Busch 1, 2, whatever, have just been great places to catch games, and a lot of childhood memories there. That's
now
for
you're
sure.
in a political correct kind of position. Do you want to say anything about the Cub fans, or no?
Oh, I unfortunately live with one that I married,
Oh,
and
no
so
kidding.
I have to watch my P's and Q's on that one.
Well, anyway, it's I've worked with the Cardinals since the late '90s, and they just treat you so well. And I was real happy. I was a Cub fan growing up, and I kind of switched, and I got it from my brother pretty good. You can't do that. He said they can be your backup. I said I've been working with the Cardinals, kind of a businessy thing. I'm so happy we have them.
Right.
It's a real good thing for our radio. And so I kind of got into the Cardinals and watching them and everything else. But now the only team I can find are the Cubs. They're the only ones free on Marquee.
Right.
So I'm kind of watching them again.
Yeah, this whole days of streaming and stuff has really.
I don't want to pay $99, Mike. I don't want.
Frustrating.
I'm with you.
You can always watch it at PS 1609 West
Let
Springfield Avenue.
Eric pay it,
That's
right? Eric Meyer will pay the money. Anyway, it's really fun. So Belleville, and Diane found an airport in Belleville. Is that
Yeah, there's a little airport down there they built 15, 20 years ago that serves like some flights to
Allegiant
Florida and that kind
Drove
of thing.
through Muscuda, O'Fallon, and it's right there.
Right
it was
there.
awesome.
I never knew that was even there.
Yeah, it's another option. I mean, we got so many great airports close that if you can't find air travel out of this area, you're not trying
You got
hard
it
enough.
going on. All right, Dr. Mike Tramey, thank you for the invite Thursday. I'm looking forward to it, and truly am honored. Again, I'm a big fan of Parkland. I think
we're so excited to have you. Thank you for serving Parkland and its students, and we appreciate all you do.
Well, thank you. I really appreciate that. Mike Tramey is Vice President of Student Services, a big gig. He's a PhD now. Man, I just love a guy that just keeps growing. And so you got a good 50 years of life left, Mike. I heard 30 more years at Parkland's what I heard.
Ooh, that may be a stretch, but we'll see. Yeah,
the baseball program's doing good.
Yeah,
right
baseball,
now.
softball just qualified
isn't
for
doing
nationals.
what isn't doing well at Parkland?
I know.
Are you in charge of that too?
Yeah,
You're in charge of all the
athletics.
athletics.
Yeah,
you can fire and hire coaches.
Well, I've got an AD for that, so I try to stay out of his way.
Okay.
But other than that, yeah.
So good job. To
Anyway,
the Cobras.
Parkland, we love you. Hey, listen, Mike, thank you for coming in.
Yeah,
pleasure.
thank you.
And
Thank you
we'll
for
see you
having
on
me.
Thursday. I'll
Yeah,
come.
look forward to
Try
it.
on Festival Theater, I've been instructed. And just kind of park. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll get you in there. We'll have you get you all taken care of. Get you all set up, and then 7 o'clock it's go time.
Okay, we'll be ready. Thank you, Mike.
Perfect.
Dr. Mike Tramey, he is the Vice President of Student Services. I just am a huge fan of Parkland. Did I say that?
I'm glad.
I am. I truly, it's a genuine thing.
It'll come through as the commencement speaker on Thursday night at Cranard.
Very honored. And Christian, my oldest triplet, went through the Parkland Pathways playing golf.
Mm-hmm.
First engineer to ever do that. There's nobody that does engineering and athletics.
Right.
It's really hard. Anyway, he went through 2 years with Corbin Siebens, and wonderful experience doing that. And again, wow, 2 years because he was on scholarship. It just, I can't tell you how go price all the colleges you want.
Right.
And say, well, why wouldn't I do 2 years at the greatest community college
And the
in
young
world?
ones can get in on this too with the
You
college
start in high
for
school.
kids.
No, I didn't. I mean, a lot of people.
I know Gabby did a pathway to ISU and took some classes because she was going into the Illinois Army National Guard.
Yeah.
She was going to miss the beginning of her ISU semester and didn't want to fall that far behind, so she took some classes in her senior year early. So
No, you can
it was
start in
just
high school,
terrific.
right? I mean,
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
And you can get a lot of credits doing that stuff.
Yeah, a lot of our students come out of high school with 15, 20 credits.
Wow.
I mean, you're talking almost a year's worth of credits out of the
Right.
way.
And why not?
Shorten your expenses by a year.
Especially those beginning classes that you have to take, those electorates or whatever. I mean, made sense for us.
I
and it
just
was
know
a great fit.
chemistry in a class of 16 is better than 200.
Oh, there is no doubt about that.
I mean, you need some help.
Yeah. With people who are professional teachers that are passionate about what they do and aren't having other interests like research and that kind of thing, dilute some of their attention. And so we'll put our teachers up against anybody. They're incredible faculty.
Bill Starkle? Was that the man?
That's who started.
He started the
Starkle Planetarium. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I love to see shows there. And the automotive area and that
They got
campus
a whole,
now.
I mean, the
for
whole
mechanics to learn.
Mike Rowe push of going out and making coin.
Right.
You don't think you can make money as an auto mechanic? Think again.
Heck yeah.
I know 2 people bringing in $100 an hour, Mike.
Yeah. And
That's
we churn out
$200,000 because they're really good at water pumps.
Right.
And they're fixed the first time in 90 minutes, that kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean,
It's
we churn
unbelievable.
out
No, it's-
between mechanics and construction folks working in the trades. And
Yes, all kinds of apprenticeship
people making
programs.
great livings with whatever they
Driving
want to
the
do.
trucks
Yeah.
and getting your,
Your CDL license.
CDL.
Yeah.
No, it's cool. They'll teach me how to drive a truck at Parkland?
Yeah.
Ooh, they can. I'm not into that, but if you, we got the program for you if you want to do that, Steve.
I've talked to Gil Furrick Trucking about this, and I told him I can drive
Do
that
some
thing.
recruitment.
But I would give it up when I got on the ramp. I'd say, I'm done. I'm not going into town with this thing. You kidding?
I drove buses at one time in my
You're
career, and I have no interest in driving anything
Like-
that
like a
large
school
anymore.
bus
so,
or MTD bus?
The buses we took the athletic teams around in, that
Oh,
kind of stuff.
the little mini guys?
Mini ones and 30 passenger
You
ones.
did the 30 passenger?
Yeah.
Did you have to have a CDL for
Yeah.
that?
Yeah, so
Well,
I have my CDL, but I just have no interest in driving anything that big these days.
Oh, I
so.
mean, come on, man. Mike Tramey, we appreciate your time, my friend.
Thank you, sir.
See you Thursday, 7:48 on ESPN 93.5.
Crime doesn't pay, but we do. Champaign County Crime Stoppers offers huge cash rewards to concerned citizens just like you, who provide anonymous tips that help law enforcement make arrests and keep crime out of our communities. Tips are 100% anonymous, and we pay cash rewards of up to $5,000. Have a tip? Call 217-373-TIPS or visit ChampaignCountyCrimeStoppers.org. Crime doesn't pay, but helping us solve one certainly does.
At Pards in Urbana, the boots just keep on coming. They're known for their huge collection of men's cowboy boots, women's cowgirl boots, kids' boots, and even shoes. If you're searching for top footwear brands, look no further than Pards. They carry a wide variety, including Ariat, Dan Post, Smoky Mountain, Roper, Double H, and more. And if socks or accessories are what you need, they've got all your high-quality essentials. Since 1968, Pards has been serving their customers with high-quality merchandise. And if you haven't been to Pards in a while, a lot has changed. Go check them out just off University Avenue in Urbana.
Why use Land's Underground Solutions? We have the team, the technology, the tools, and the most experienced team in the industry.
Hi, it's Wes from Land's Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Our mission at Land's is to provide top-tier service, prioritize our customers with upfront pricing, and maintain exceptional communication. We assure you at Land's we will only recommend what you truly need, from regular maintenance on your home's mechanical systems with the Land's Comfort family to replacement of existing equipment. Now would be a great time to consider updating your HVAC system. Visit us at landsinc.com.
Looking for bold flavor and a good time just down the road? Head to Smoke and Shine Moonshine Bar and Grill on Route 45 in Tolono, where the food is slow smoked and the fun comes easy. Sink your teeth into tender brisket, juicy pulled pork, mouth-watering wings, and smash burgers done right. And don't miss what locals call the best patty melt around. Pair it all with one of their 28 flavors of moonshine. Happy hours from 3 to 5 and catch live music every Saturday night. For more updates and their full menu, like Smoke and Shine on Facebook.
I'm Paul Reekin. At Dick Van Dyke Appliance World, we guarantee the best deal on your next appliance purchase.
Hold on, guarantee? How do you guarantee the best deal? It's impossible to know every deal.
Sure. At Dick Van Dyke, we use the computer to check pricing, and we give the best deal with our very own in-house service team, giving you the best protection for years after delivery.
Oh, hold on, very own service team? I mean, that's a little hard to believe.
You've seen Dick Van Dyke Appliance service trucks all over Central Illinois, from Peoria to Decatur, Springfield to Champaign, everywhere in between.
Hold on, those trucks could be driving themselves. I mean, it's not like you're even watching the news. It's all part of the plan, Paul.
Nah, they're driven by our factory certified technicians. Is that a foil hat you're getting out?
Put it on.
Okay. Are the bad deals in the room with us right now?
Shh, big box store's watching.
Wow.
Big Van Dyke Appliance World. When you buy from us, you get the whole store.
Check your weather, brought to you by my good friend Kurt Lenschow. He's at State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, Kurt and State Farm are there. Here's Greg.
Hello again, everyone. Let's check weather for Central Illinois. Champaign-Urbana vicinity. Sunshine will fade behind increasing clouds this afternoon. But note that increasing southwest wind, 20 to 30, gust to 40 miles per hour. In open areas, watch for some blowing dust and reduced visibility. Highs to about 77. We'll bottom out tonight at 55, so milder tonight, but a couple of showers. Ice and thunderstorms around perhaps about 40 to 50% of the area. Clearing after midnight. That southwest wind, 15 to 25 miles per hour. Will swing to the west-northwest before midnight. Tomorrow, sunny, windy, cooler. Northwest to north winds at 15 to 25 and gusty. So the windy weather pattern continues on. Highs tomorrow at 66. Bottoming out in the lower 40s for tomorrow night with diminishing wind and clear skies for the day on Thursday. Sunshine, seasonal highs, lighter wind, the high around 70. Warm-up gets underway Friday with maybe a stray shower or thunderstorm both morning and late afternoon at 76. Warm weather with highs up to 84 on Saturday. A couple of scattered showers and thunderstorms Sunday and Monday. High temperatures still into the 80s. Drier air, slightly cooler but still warm Tuesday, Wednesday next week with highs right around 80. For CVT Broadcasting, I'm Edo. Soul Guy.
Thank you, buddy. Appreciate it very much. 7:52. Dr. Todd Likens is a veterinarian at Mattis and Kirby Pet Pro.
My Riggy boy, my grand doggy, got groomed with this purple bandana and this flowers all around. It's like he's sitting in a field. How do you do that?
Hey, we got trade secrets there, you know? It's like something you just, we've got all these different cute little things we can do with the pictures these days. It's
pretty
cool. I'll tell you that the gals have more fun doing that than anything else. I hear all these weird noises over there as they try to get the dogs to smile and look at them.
No, it's AI, man. You can do so much with AI. Is that involved now in veterinarians? I mean, AI?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah?
Yeah, you know, one of my programs is when we're doing the exams, it records the exam, and of course it comes up with the notes of what we talked about. It's really interesting how it can filter out just the chatter. And at the end, it'll give me, these are rule outs. It's actually trying to help me make a diagnosis on things. These are things you rule out. My blood machine, I do blood, and it'll say, oh, these are things you ought to consider based on what we're seeing. So it's amazing all the little helpful hints you get anymore.
I have been very happy because you recommended it, Embrace Insurance for Pets, because things have gotten pretty high in veterinarian world. But when we started, insurance for little Mosey, little Lovey, now Lovey's 11 and Mosey's 6, and we started out, it was $34 a month for both of them. Well, now they've just billed me for $2,500 for the year, Yeah, I don't think I can do that. It just blew up. I don't know what the actuary charts on dogs are, but wow.
Well, yeah, the whole fees in our field has just gone nuts. Now, not only the pharmaceuticals, because a lot of them are, based on oil and they're made overseas and tariffs and things like that, but just the fees. The new grads are making what I didn't making about 10 times more than what I made when I graduated.
Wow.
So that has to be factored in, and the fact that corporations, they have to make money for their shareholders.
Yeah.
And everybody's got pieces of the pie anymore, and everything's just gone through the roof.
Yeah. So it's a phenomenon over the last decade or so.
Exactly. Very much so.
Yeah.
I wish I could see it slowing down, but I don't see it yet.
Well, it's whatever it is. I mean, but it has been something that has certainly changed with insurances, and people saying insurance for pets. Yeah, actually, they're there, and I would recommend Embrace because I think they're very kind and very good. But boy, like everything, you pay more money for some of the things you have to buy. So it's just how it works, man.
Exactly, and the fact is, I would not be at all if, say, one of your kids ran out the street, got hit by a car, and had a broken leg and some stuff. I mean, a $10,000 bill would not be shocking.
No, I would not be shocked at all. And I think it's $1,000 deductible, and you can get as much coverage as you'd like now these days.
Yeah.
In any event, how are the herd reacting to the new place? Are they all happy, or?
Yeah, they're on guard duty. I tell you, we're safe from squirrels out here, and the deer. The deer have contempt for them. So we're having a good time with nature out here.
I bet. So do the deer know there's a fence or not?
Yeah, they do. They actually, not like the old place where they used to come up to the fence and play with them. We haven't got that far yet, but they feel safe grazing out there with the dogs barking at them. 16 dogs barking at one deer is, a little scary.
All right, how can people connect with Dr. Todd Likens?
All right, we're always like the text line because we can do it so much faster. 217-355-5051.
Appreciate your time, Todd, always.
All right.
Dr. Todd Likens,
Have a good one.
veterinarian, pet pro, Madison, Kirby, and Champaign. Okay, 7:57, got the news coming up. Indiana University got to go to the White House.
Oh.
15 of the players were not there because they're in training camp. 15 Hoosiers went to the NFL training camp.
Wow.
That's pretty impressive. Now, they haven't made the team, but there are a lot of them trying out. And, of course...
And we're talking about football?
We're talking about Indiana University national champion.
Oh, yeah.
It's Kurt Cignetti.
Kirk Cignetti.
Here's the question. How tall is Kurt Cignetti?
6'4".
He was towering over Donald Trump. I mean, he looked like...
Do you know? Should I look it up?
Are you guessing?
I'm guessing.
I think you might be right because I thought Donald Trump has shrunk. We all shrink. I think Donald used to be 6'3".
I feel like I looked that up before.
I think Cignetti, but it was so interesting because Donald
64.
He's a pretty tall man actually.
6'3".
Yeah, I think Donald I think has we all shrink. Isn't that interesting? So if you used to be 5'10" and you're older, you're 5'8" or 9.
Mm-hmm.
And I would bet Donald Trump's 6'1" now instead of 6'2". But Cignetti was, I thought, a lot taller. Anyway, they're standing next to each other.
I see that.
And he's got Cignetti's got his arms folded. I mean, they're like touching.
I know.
And he's looking at the script while he's reading it.
Right.
And Donald Trump said he should be the coach of the decade. I mean, that's how good he's been.
Nice.
I don't believe anything like this has ever happened in football in college before, where you're taking a 3-9 football team and 2 years later winning a national title and losing along the way, 3 games in 3 years? I mean, it's like this can't happen.
Right.
You can't do that fast. I think the first year, I think he's been there 2 years, and they've lost twice, I think. They've lost to
head coach since 2023.
24, 25, this is 26. So he's been there 2 seasons, and he was in the football playoffs, and then he won the national title undefeated. They went 16-0.
Unbelievable.
They beat us 63 to whatever. I mean, we don't play them this year. I think that's probably good.
Yeah.
Because I think they're ranked number 1. Preseason number 1 Indiana.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Unbelievable. And, it was just hard to believe this until it wasn't. And then you're going, my goodness, how you can't go undefeated in your second year from a The worst football program in the Big Ten was Indiana. It's just off the chart.
Speaking of football, Cam Wagner chose Oregon.
Yep.
Just so you know,
I think
we know how that evolved. In case you were wondering,
that's a
what
St.
happened.
Joe Ogden 6'6",
Yes.
300-pound offensive tackle. Good luck to him. Really,
right.
I mean, it's great. It's an awesome school. It's an awful long way from home. I don't know how you're going to have many family there, except maybe people that aren't working. Grandfather, Stan Winky and his wife. I would think it's just going to be hard, but it's a great program. They're top 10. They could win a national title. All right, time for the news. That's Diane Ducey.
Good morning.
I'm Stevie J, and it's 8 o'clock. You're listening to WSJK ESPN 93.5 Tuscola, Champaign-Urbana, your home for the St. Louis Cardinals.
Inflation rises again. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News. Because of the surge in oil and at the gas pump, the consumer price index rose 0.6% last month, and the annual rate jumped up in April, too.
Year over year, 3.8%. That's just a little bit hotter than we expected. We were looking for 3.7, and it's much higher than the 3.3 we got the month prior.
Fox Business Network Cheryl Casoni, as oil prices rise again this morning, up 3% with no end in sight to the Iran conflict after the president said the ceasefire is on life support, calling Iran's counterproposal garbage. With the U.S. blockade around Iran's ports still in place, he'll today go to China, which relies heavily on Iran's oil. Interior Secretary Doug Burgum just told Fox.
The U.S. economy is strong. China's economy is faltering. It's just a great spot, and President Trump's leadership's putting us in a great place to come out on top.
Well, the War Secretary's at the Capitol testifying at a House hearing before also going to the Senate later.
This department remains laser focused on increasing lethality and survivability of our fighting force from the front lines to the factory floors.
And as Fox's Jennifer Griffin reports from the Capitol, Pete Hegseth is pushing a $1.5 trillion military budget next year.
The 44% increase from a year ago. With the Iran war as a backdrop and concerns from lawmakers that the Pentagon is not being honest about what the war has cost so far, expect heated questioning.
18 passengers taken from the hantavirus-stricken cruise ship remain isolated in the U.S., most in Nebraska, none showing symptoms there. Of the two in quarantine in Atlanta, one had mild symptoms. It's primary day in two states, West Virginia and Nebraska, where the polls just opened, and one race getting the most attention for a House seat. Democrats hope to flip from red to blue.
GOP Rep Don Bacon is not seeking re-election, and where millions of dollars in out-of-state money has been spent by several Democrats, including ugly primary battles between leading hopefuls John Kavanaugh and Denise Powell. President Trump-backed Brinker Harding is running unopposed on the Republican side.
That's Jeff Manasso. America's listening to Fox News.
I love days like these at the pool, but my moderate to severe plaque psoriasis can sometimes take me out of the moment. I'm ready to make a splash with clearer skin thanks to Skyrizi, risankizumab Riza. Skyrizi is a prescription-only injection for adults who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy. At 4 months, most people saw 90% clearer skin when measured from head to toe, and many were even 100% plaque-free. People also saw significant improvement in psoriasis symptoms of pain, redness, itching, and burning.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines.
Now there's nothing on my skin, thanks to Skyrizi, and that means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi, the #1 dermatologist-prescribed biologic in psoriasis. Visit Skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI to learn more.
The Supreme Court's busy this week on big issues with a decision that could help Alabama join other Republican-led states with congressional redistricting to redo maps drawn using race as a major factor. Another Supreme Court decision keeps a controversial abortion pill in place for now.
Women across the country can still get mifepristone at pharmacies and by mail while U.S. Supreme Court justices decide if it should be limited. A Louisiana lawsuit not only questioned how safe the drug is, but also how it's made available by prescription. A federal appeals court suspended access as the case worked through the courts. The U.S. Supreme Court's order from Justice Samuel Alito allowed access until the justices assessed the arguments. Abortion opponents continue to sue the Food and Drug Administration, saying it's not taking drug safety into account. A Supreme Court decision could come later this week. Gernal Scott, Fox News.
Of course, the court famously ruled in 2022 states can limit or ban abortions. Now, an update on a drunk driving case out of New Jersey involving a famous hockey player who was killed.
Sean Higgins' attorneys argue the grand jury was presented with inaccurate evidence about his blood alcohol level when he drove into Johnny and Matthew Gaudreau riding their bikes in Oldman's Township, New Jersey in August of 2024, 0.087% above the legal limit. They say the blood was mishandled and clotting, and that the test subsequently used on plasma, not whole blood, should have been converted down to 0.075, below the legal limit. Prosecutors say the chemist did the calculation and Higgins was legally impaired. The judge says this can all be presented as evidence for a jury to decide and denies the request to dismiss aggravated manslaughter and reckless vehicular homicide charges. No trial date's been set. There's another hearing next month. Chris Foster, Fox News.
On Wall Street, stock futures are mixed after the inflation report. In the NBA playoffs, defending champion Oklahoma City knocked out the LA Lakers to advance to the Western Conference Finals. Cleveland beat Detroit to tie that series. I'm Dave Anthony, and this is Fox News.
Here's a look at local news. Illinois lawmakers considering new measures aimed at stabilizing the state's child care workforce. As providers report ongoing staffing shortages, proposal would expand wage support programs and create a statewide recruitment initiative to help centers fill vacancies. A person hospitalized in serious condition after being stabbed multiple times in Champaign Saturday in the 1000 block of Crescent Drive. Once they arrived, officers found the 37-year-old victim with those wounds. Police and firefighters provided medical assistance until the victim could be transported. Muhammad business owner stepping up to support a local hairstylist battling cancer for the second time. Carly Bridgewater, a mother and stylist at Salon 105, recently diagnosed again their neighbor, Hive Honey BT, creating a special candle in her honor themed around healing and resilience. Owner Jessica Trevsker says she wanted to help Bridgewater as a fellow mom. You're locally up to date from the Stevie J Broadcasting Newsroom. I'm Jim Miller.
Well, news brought to you by Watts Copy Systems. If you need a free evaluation, you might save some money. It's free. Watts Copy Systems, 217-352-0428. 8 o'clock hour, now 8:06. Meteorologist Greg Soyer has been hanging around up early this morning once again on this Tuesday, May 12, and getting ready for all the graduation. Parkland Thursday, and then University of Illinois this weekend, and then guess what? We can go to campus.
What?
Yeah. Go to campus and park.
As in being able to motor through fairly
I go up
quickly.
4th Street to CrossFit at 5th and University, and I generally do go through campus when the kids are here, but I try not to get at the top of the hour.
Yeah.
Because they're shuffling between classes, and you just be patient. That's all.
Boy, it looks
Sometimes
like a beautiful
herding
day.
cattle, right? Or cats.
Yeah, that's
Right. It looks like it's going to be up to, 75 or 55 now? It's nice.
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful.
And and the breeze, which will be the story today, southeast it's 17. We'll be doubling that as the day we're
Wow, man.
Yeah.
Is this
around out
windy forever? Why would we be so windy this spring?
Just the general setup of the atmosphere, wide-ranging temperatures, that makes the wind blow faster as you try to balance out pressures in the hemisphere, and sometimes we're able to kind of marry up the same component of the wind, whether it's out of the west or southwest or north, with some semblance of middle-level wind, and you kind of bring that momentum down and helps to accelerate the winds here closer to the ground.
Is it
would be the short and simple version of it. So.
Is it going to be kind of the summer too, you think?
Not necessarily. No. I think. Well, around some of these thunderstorm outbreaks, sure, but the general summertime setup tends to, the wind pattern tends to relax because you don't have the range of temperatures across the hemisphere, and sometimes we get under these warm, hot ridges, and you kind of compress the atmosphere, and that generally means little in the way of any widespread wind. So hopefully that also gets drying and firming to a point where you worry about the next rain system when it's going to come along. So. We think lesser wind is the bottom line going forward into summertime.
Our weather brought to you by Busey for over 158 years. It's Busey. Meteorologist Greg Soyer with a look now at what we got to look forward to, sir.
Yeah, we have not a wind advisory, but a blowing dust advisory in effect through Champaign, Vermilion County, down through Coles County and west-northwest, all the way out to about Galesburg. Some field work going on. It's an area that has seen, the drought pattern has eased itself, but topsoils have begun to dry out to get some of that wind going, the turning over the fields, etc., so forth and so on of late, and hence we'll keep an eye on reduced visibilities. But we should be able to get some of these muddy rain showers to come through the area area, which are in sprinkle fashion around Des Moines, a little steadier north of I-80 up into Wisconsin, and points north and northeast from there. And after that, the weather pattern turns more summer-like, to say the least. We need some of that warmth into the soils, but we'll start clamoring here towards the holiday when the organized rains return. That might be a conundrum going forward here in the weeks to come. Heading towards a high today on average of about 77, some spots south of maybe, or just here in the Philo Sydney area up around 80, with an increase in clouds as the day wears on, and an increase in that south and southwesterly wind as the late morning and afternoon wears on, gust to 40 miles per hour. A couple of showers, thunderstorms, half the year I'll see the rainfall tonight, muddy raindrops, temperatures down around 55, with clearing after midnight. Sunny, windy, cooler tomorrow at 66, well, about near 40 tomorrow night, and then a sunny seasonal high near 70 with lighter wind for the day Thursday, up to 76, and a couple of showers, thunderstorms Friday. We're dry Saturday, but Saturday through early next week, at least warmer weather at 84 on Saturday, a couple of scattered showers and thunderstorms Sunday, Monday, partly sunny otherwise. Lots of dry hours at 85 Sunday, 84 on Monday, and into the 80-degree range for Tuesday of next week as well. For CVJ Broadcasting, I'm Belochus, Greg Solgay.
Well, Christine had never sold a home before. She wanted to make sure that she got the most money possible for her house, so she reached out to the real estate experts at the Nate Evans Group. By working with Vanessa from the Nate Evans Group, Christine says that she felt like she was working with a partner.
Why not? I mean, if you're looking for your first home or ready to make an upgrade to a luxury home, there is a team of experts at the Nate Evans Group with experience ready to make it a stress-free and successful experience. And I was just looking on the Google reviews. Over 1,100 five-star ratings for the Nate Evans Group with eXp Realty, getting you that immediate cash offer on your home. There's flexible fees. Why not sell your home for the most money possible and reach out to a friend you can trust? Call the only agent I would call if I needed to sell my home. It's Nate Evans, 217-239-7113, or on online search to Nate Evans Group to start packing.
Sell your home with the Nate. Pick the price, pick the day. Go to thenateevansgroup.com.
BMW, Buick, GMC, Honda, and Subaru. Welcome to Sarah Champagne. We can handle all your car repairs on site, including paintless dent repair, bumpers, windshields, everything in between. We have an amazing selection of new or pre-owned vehicles to choose from. Shop from home and buy online or reserve your vehicle before it hits our website or dealership. Sarah Champagne is home of the Sarah One Price Promise, delivering an honest and transparent buying experience. Hurry in or shop online at sarahchampagne.com.
At Carpet Weavers Flooring and Furniture Gallery, we're flooring people with amazing service, great design advice, and unbeatable selection and the best prices in town. It's the perfect time to update your home with waterproof flooring, carpet, hardwood, tile, and more. Then complete your rooms by shopping our incredible selection of furniture and accessories. We also offer great financing options. Carpet Weavers Flooring and Furniture Gallery, we're flooring people.
All right, 812, ESPN 93.5. Good to have you listening on this beautiful morning. Windy, but it has been windy a lot. Now, I'm kind of getting used to it a little bit, I think.
Yeah.
So there's all of that. All right, so at the White House yesterday, whatever Indiana Hoosier was available, I forgot his first name. Quarterback Mendoza. He was with the Raiders doing his training stuff.
Freddie?
So, huh?
Freddie?
Fred?
No.
No, I have no idea. He's going to be, I don't know if he'll start for the Raiders. I think it'd be smart if he did not. They got Kirk Cousins.
Fernando
Mendoza.
I knew it was an F.
Tremendous year.
Yeah.
So anyway, it's Donald Trump talking with Kurt Signetti and the whole team. They were outside, and a lot of Hoosier fans showed up as well.
I believe Kurt Signetti has turned out to be, I think he's the coach of the last decade, because he took a team, nobody knew him, nobody knew the team, and he ended up taking this team all the way. People were betting against you all the way, Kurt. He took over in 2023 following a really bleak 3-9 season and immediately set a tone that few people have seen, I think, in the history of college football. At the National Signing Day press conference in 2023, shortly after joining Indiana, Kurt was asked how he communicates his vision to recruits. and he said, "It's pretty simple. I win. I just know how to win." That's a very cocky guy. I don't like people like that. I like this guy. Just 2 years later, he brought home the national championship. So, when you do that stuff, you have to be able to produce when you act that way. Muhammad Ali used to get up there and, over the years, I've seen people that did it better than Muhammad Ali. The problem is they couldn't fight properly. They lost. You can't do that and lose, right? But he's a very special coach, I'll tell you that. I just got to know him a little bit backstage, and he's a winner. Every player in this team shared their coach's winning mindset, and they executed with unbelievable skill.
No question. It was just, again, I think Curt Cignetti ruined it for every coach. He did in 2 years. Well, you can too. No. First year at Indiana, what were they? 12-2. I think they lost to the national title winner eventually. And Notre Dame, I think they lost those 2 games. And then they didn't lose last year. Mm-hmm. It is off the chart. I've never seen anything like this.
So I see that Fernando Mendoza, the Las Vegas Raiders quarterback, said earlier he wouldn't be able to attend. I got to prove myself. I can't miss practice. I don't know anything official. I don't have a calendar. I just wouldn't. As a rookie, I don't think that's a good look.
Well, they had 15
and I want to
others.
serve my teammates. I don't know if that'd be accomplishing that goal. So.
They of course they are in the training stuff, and it's only May, but
right.
They'll be playing games here in a couple of months, preseason stuff. But anyway, no, it's 15 other guys didn't make it either. So, and apparently Fernando Mendoza called the president. They did have a chat.
Okay.
So it was a cool day. When you get to go to the White House, you ought to go to the White House. It shouldn't be, I protest Trump's Nazi. Now, I hope not. He represents the presidency of the United States.
Right.
Take your opportunity. They got to go to the Oval Office and shake his hand.
Absolutely.
That's just cool.
What an honor.
It really, really is. So it was a great day. And they had a kind of an alternative football league in the 1980s. Anybody remember the USFL? The USFL, my college roommate actually played in the USFL. And it was a pro team. Jim Kelly, the great future Buffalo Bills quarterback, played in the USFL. Jack Pardee, who used to be the Bear coach, linebacker for the Bears, he was a coach in the USFL. And Donald Trump was the owner of the New Jersey Generals. They were the New Jersey Generals, and he got a guy named Herschel Walker to play for him. And they're still friends today. And Herschel ran for U.S. Senate, in fact. But anyway, so Donald Trump knows a lot about sports. He likes the WWE stuff. He likes all this boxing. But he's not dumb when it comes to sports. He's really into it and was the owner of the New Jersey Generals. But that's history from like the early 80s, I think. So, yeah, he was all around sports and all the ownership stuff. All right, 8:17, ESPN 93.5. We're going to check your weather forecast. We'll do that coming up with Greg again. Just want to let you know, windy and warm today. I think it's near 75, 80.
That's right. Right now it's 55 up to 75 is our high today. But Andre Palante to the mound for our St. Louis Cardinals here on ESPN 93.5 with an 8:40 start. They're out at Oakland. And across the hallway here at CVJ Broadcasting, we have the Cubs at Atlanta with a 6:15 first pitch
Atlanta's
on US
good.
105.9.
They're about the same record as the Cubs. Atlanta's real good.
Colin Ray on the mound.
Okay, by the way, they're not playing in Oakland. They actually State Capitol. They're playing in a AAA ball club.
Yeah, we don't really
It's in Sacramento.
talk about where the A's are. They going to be the A's still?
Las Vegas
Athletics?
A's? I don't know.
Okay.
Las Vegas Athletics. Their stadium is being built out in Las Vegas where Oakland has officially moved. And they're playing in Sacramento. I think Sacramento, little leagues, AAA ballparks, about 8,000 people.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sure they'll have 8,000
You're right.
people.
Sutter Heath Park in West Sacramento.
Yeah, so they
through
get
2027.
Man, they're building these multi-billion-dollar stadiums.
$1.5 billion
All
with
right.
30,000 seats coming their way with a retractable roof in Las Vegas on the Strip, scheduled to open in 2028.
30,000? Wrigley holds 40. Why so little?
I don't know. Maybe I don't know.
Okay, make a scalper's haven out there.
Right. It could be that they just want to create
What happened if-
excitement, and you got to get a seat. I don't know.
That doesn't make any sense. Spend $1.5 billion and not have enough seats for people in Las Vegas. There'd probably be a lot of people who
Maybe
go.
it's a tight little area on the Strip there. I don't know.
Interesting. All right, not my business. Don't care. Whatever. Do whatever you want out there. ESPN 93.5. We check your weather with our meteorologist Greg Solier here on ESPN 93.5.
So again, everyone, let's check weather for Champaign-Urbana this Saturday. Note the blowing dust advisory back into play on increasing south winds, further drying of at least top couple of inches of topsoil. So blowing dust and reduced visibilities in open areas as those southwest winds get going 20 to 30, gusts to 40 miles per hour. Increasing clouds for the afternoon. Highs to about 77, could tickle 80 south of Champaign County. A couple of showers, isolated thunderstorms around tonight. Rainfall at about half the area. You'll see it, 10th to quarter inch expected. Clearing after midnight. Windy night is cooled down to 55. That southwest wind will swing to the west-northwest at 15 to 25 miles per hour and gusty. Tomorrow, sunny, windy, cooler. Temperatures below average at 66 with a northwest to north wind, 15 to 25 and diminishing. Clearing tomorrow night, cooler, diminishing wind load down to 42. Sunny, seasonal, lighter wind and 70. The outlook on Thursday. This should be the last of the cool air surges with a big summer-like warm-up getting going later on into the week. Friday up to 76. A couple of showers and thunderstorms. 84 on Sunday into the 80s. Scattered showers, thunderstorms Sunday and Monday. For Stevie J Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solier.
I'm Taylor Riggs, and this is the Fox Business Report.
Inflation rose last month. It was expected to increase, but the annual pace was even hotter than anticipated. The Consumer Price Index rose 0.6% from March to April, up 0.4 for core CPI, excluding food and energy. The CPI for the year ending in April rose 3.8%, up 2.8 for core CPI on an annual basis. Both annual readings were higher than forecast. As expected, eBay's board has rejected GameStop's $56 billion takeover proposal. Among other reasons, it questions financing for the deal. Sportswear company Under Armour lost money in its recent quarter on weaker demand in North America. Its international business improved. CEO Kevin Plank says Under Armour's working to reset the business. That's your Fox Business Report. I'm Jenny Coselda. Invested in you.
You're probably listening to this in your car, so let me ask you, would you drive without insurance? Of course not. So why is your retirement portfolio unprotected? Gold is portfolio insurance. It helps de-risk your savings when markets get unpredictable. Noble Gold Investments has helped thousands of Americans do exactly that, with no high-pressure sales and thousands of 5-star reviews. Visit noblegoldinvestments.com. That's noblegoldinvestments.com. Past performance may not be indicative of future results. Investing in precious metals involves risk. Consult with your tax or financial professional before making any investment decisions.
At F&B Wealth Management, it's not just about numbers, it's about people and communities. Hi, I'm Ryan Heiser, President and CEO of Fisher National Bank and F&B Wealth Management. Our team is united by a shared passion for helping you achieve your financial goals. We are equipped and eager to work together to craft personalized financial solutions just for you, including retirement planning, risk management through life insurance, long-term care insurance planning, and investment advisory services. Together, we will celebrate milestones, navigate life's transitions, and build a financial future that reflects your values. Experience the difference of a team that truly cares. Visit investwithfnb.com to learn more about dedicated advisors and start your journey toward a financial confidence today.
F&B Wealth Management is a division of Fisher National Bank. F&B securities are not insured by the FDIC, not a deposit or other obligation of or guaranteed by the depository institution. Subject to investment risks, including possible loss of the principal amount invested. Securities, insurance, and investment advisory services are offered through Midwestern Securities Trading Company, LLC, MSTC. Member FINRA, SIPC. MSTC and F&B are not affiliated.
F&B Wealth Management, supporting exceptional communities full of exceptional people.
Fly direct to Orlando or Tampa on Allegiant, straight from the Central Illinois Regional Airport in Bloomington. The family won't have to wake up early for a long drive to Chicago, no long-term parking expense, and no long security lines. Spend less on gas and enjoy free parking. Travel to and from Florida through smaller airports with easy check-in and shorter security lines. Fly Sierra. Go to Sierra.com/Allegiant to book today.
Sierra.
A little emotional here. Sorry. Claire, are you there?
I'm back.
So honored you named your son middle name after me.
Right? Another J in the world. This is a Patrick J for us.
Yeah, but Patrick J for Stevie J. Thank you. So seriously honored. It's our friend Claire Clark. Visit Indy.com. Congratulations, Patrick J. Clark.
Yes.
And so
he's a cutie coming up on 4 months.
Oh, nice. Man. So how is it? Forget Visit Indy. How is your baby? Right. I mean, this is our priority now. It's all about Patrick J and his future in professional sports or violin or whatever it's going to be. What is it like? Tell me your emotions.
Oh, the emotions are high, but so great. Being a mother's awesome. Loved my first Mother's Day weekend.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, just raising a little one. It's great.
Well,
You're getting a little sleep here and there?
Yes, we had a good night's sleep last night, so it's just day by day. You know, they change every day, and so do their sleep habits. But it's been awesome.
Do you see the changes that quick? I mean, they do change every
Oh,
day.
it's wild.
Well, any smiles?
it's
Any
wild.
smiles yet?
Smiles, some small giggles. We haven't broke through on a big laugh just yet, but I think we're close.
So happy for you. What a blessing. I'm so happy for you, Killer.
Yeah, my little Hudson James
Thank
even
you.
rolled over inside the last few weeks. So he's been getting on
Getting
his
ready to
tummy
go.
and sleeping a little better. But, we got to watch it because it's back to sleep these days and all that.
Yes.
So great. Well, I guess you do have a job. So visit Indy. So talk to me. I mean, we had the Grand Prix. That was cool. So there's something always going on in Indianapolis, huh?
There is, but the month of May is the best month of the year in Indiana, and so we are excited that racing is back. We had a successful Grand Prix race this weekend, and this coming weekend is qualifying for the 110th running of the Indy 500.
110. That is phenomenal.
That's
How
awesome.
fast did they do on the backstretch 110 years ago? 50? I mean, what were they going?
Right.
I can't
Yeah.
imagine. Yeah.
The evolution of the car and just the racing is just very, very impressive. And this year, it being a huge anniversary year, the theme is United We Race, and you'll see a lot of traditions and connections to also America's 250
Yes.
as we celebrate that this summer. So it's going to be a very patriotic month in Indianapolis.
And so people, it still shocks me that anybody goes to a 450,000 person event. That's amazing. It's just amazing to me.
Largest single-day sporting event. So if you're coming to Indy this month, of course you can come this weekend for qualifying. Tickets start at $35. And the race is yet to be announced as sold out. So there are still tickets available. And, of course, we have Carb Day on that Friday, the 22nd. We have Legends Day. And then the race day itself on May 24th. So just in a couple weekends, tickets are still available. And if you come down to the track, you also got to get to the IMS Museum. It is just amazing and full of Indy history when it comes to racing.
Yes.
What I want to know, I want a head count on porta potties.
Thousands. I always love seeing what they find in the infield the day after the race, as that usually goes wild across social media.
Yeah, I don't know what. Wow. Can you imagine? Okay, you're head of the porta potty pickup at this address in Indianapolis. I don't know where this is. That would take forever.
Wow.
That had to be the most unpleasant cleanup ever. I mean,
it is one of the largest sporting venues in the world.
Yeah, no, I imagine. It's phenomenal, and it's all in Indianapolis. All right, trivia question for Claire Clark, new mom. 1911 Indianapolis 500 winner. How fast did they? What was the fastest number they got to? 1911. It's amazing. Henry Ford just invented the car.
60 miles per hour.
Diane?
So she said 60, and I'm going to say 55.
The number, Claire, you win. 75
What
to
is
80.
it?
75 to 80.
75 to 80.
That's
But
unreal.
it probably took, 6 hours, 7 hours?
Oh, that's a good question. 1911 cars had no seat belts, skinny tires. So 80 on skinny
the
tires.
rear mirror was invented in Indianapolis.
And they had
largely in part to our racing culture.
I bet so. And they had open cockpits, so their little jaws were going back and forth.
Wow.
And they had very little driver protection, minimal suspension, and the average speed was about 74 miles an hour. Modern Indy cars, 230 on qualifying.
Whoa.
Wow.
I mean, what does the road look like when the turn's coming up and you got 14 cars right around you?
Yes.
Man.
Exactly.
Oh, my goodness. So fun stuff. Apparently you can get a ticket and you can park in Frank's yard 2 miles away as a little sign says $20 or whatever they do.
Yes, I love all those neighborhoods that
I
really
know.
embrace this.
No, it's great. And Claire, and there's always going to be, it's just an energy there's just off the charts and places to eat, places to stay. I know it's probably hard to get a hotel right now, but hey, man, get over there. We can do it for the day because you're so close.
Yes.
That's right. That's right. We don't have the Pacers run in the NBA playoffs this year, but we do have the women of the Indiana Fever are back. They have a Friday night home game the weekend of the 500. So it's going to be busy. It's going to be fun in
Well,
Indy.
may I please just say editorially here, and you can stay out of it if you'd like, would the league please stop beating up Caitlin Clark? Please, help me. Rising tide raises all boats. You're all going to make more. I don't get that. They're still beating up this woman. It's crazy. She is so good at basketball, and she's in Indiana. It's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
It's so
yeah,
good.
we have a great roster of women on that Indiana Fever team, and we're excited to hopefully see their season come back. Caitlin's healthy, so it should be fun.
Yeah, it should be fun. And then the protectorate of Caitlin, the blonde-haired woman, I don't know her name, but she's awesome. And she's
yes.
She's whenever somebody pushes Caitlin, she gets in the game and pushes them.
Okay.
Yeah, she's really got a name for herself as somebody that takes care of Caitlin because she's getting beat up. It's just ridiculous. Anyway,
Sophie Cunningham.
Sophie Cunningham.
Sophie Cunningham.
Yeah.
There she is.
Yeah,
I just looked it up.
Hey, listen, congratulations on everything. So glad, Claire, that you're back on the radio. You got to be great if you've been from Zionsville, for Pete's sakes. Come on, man. Anyway, great talking to you. Congratulations on little Patrick. That's so awesome.
Thank you, and we hope to see some of your listeners in Indianapolis this month.
You will.
Indy.com has all the resources.
We have a lot of people go to the Indy 500 from Champaign-Urbana, no doubt. Hey, good chatting with you.
Thank you.
Claire Clark.
Take care. Visit Indy.com.
Yep, get all your information, the Indianapolis 500 and other events.
Yeah, plan some summer getaways, too.
No,
It's there. The museums are terrific.
About an hour and 45 from this side of town. ESPN 93.5. It's time for the news at 8:30.
Fox News, I'm Therese Crowley. Friends in trade. President Trump about to fly off for China diplomacy with a host of executives from Elon Musk to Apple.
China's looking at this as a two-way street, this boardroom diplomacy that the president is bringing with him along for this ride. And, there are some in this handpicked delegation who are looking to do business with China, Boeing being an example for that.
Fox's Alexandria Hoff. China has an interest in getting Iran to open the Strait of Hormuz to get its oil through. After President Trump called Iran's latest response to the U.S. peace proposal a piece of garbage. The price of oil rising again up to $101 a barrel. And consumer price inflation hit 3.8%, the highest since May 23. War Secretary Pete Hegseth on the hot seat in House and Senate hearings over the $1.5 trillion Pentagon budget and the cost of the war so far, $25 billion. America's listening to Fox News.
Here's a look at local news. University of Illinois resuming final exams after a cyber attack involving Canvas. In an email, the university announced Canvas at Illinois now online and available to the university community. All exams originally scheduled for Friday took place over the weekend. U of I postponed the exams following the cyber attack earlier this month. Person seriously hurt after stabbing in Champaign. The victim stabbed multiple times Saturday in the 2600 block of West Springfield Avenue. That person taken to the hospital listed in serious condition. So far, no one in custody. Illinois legislators continue debating how to regulate the rapid growth of data centers as AI-driven computing demands surge. Communities report rising energy bills, noise, environmental concerns, while utilities warn that large load projects could more than double ComEd's system peak by 2040. Supporters cite major property tax revenue from new centers. You're locally up to date from the Stevie J Broadcasting Newsroom. I'm Jim Miller.
Looking for bold flavor and a good time just down the road? Head to Smoke and Shine Moonshine Bar and Grill on Route 45 in Tolono, where the food is slow smoked and the fun comes easy. Sink your teeth into tender brisket, juicy pulled pork, mouth-watering wings, and smash burgers done right. And don't miss what locals call the best patty melt around. Pair it all with one of their 28 flavors of moonshine. Happy hours from 3 to 5 and catch live music every Saturday night. For more updates and their full menu, like Smoke and Shine on Facebook.
When you're stuck on the road, you need help you can trust. Fast. That's where T-Pro Towing and Roadside Repair comes in. From light duty to heavy duty towing, they've got you covered 24 hours a day. With their state-of-the-art facilities, 3Cs, a division of T-Pro Towing, can repair semis to passenger cars at their Camargo facility. Service across central Illinois, including Urbana, Tuscola, and Camargo. Save their number now, 217-253-3450. That's T-Pro Towing and 3Cs. Ready when you need them, anytime, anywhere.
Well, again, everyone, let's check weather for Champaign-Urbana this Saturday. Note the blowing dust advisory back into play on increasing south winds, further drying of at least top couple of inches of topsoil. So, blowing dust and reduced visibilities in open areas as those southwest winds get going 20 to 30, gust of 40 miles per hour. Increasing clouds for the afternoon. Highs to about 77, could tickle 80 south of Champaign County. A couple of showers, isolated thunderstorms around tonight. Rainfall at about half the area. You'll see it, 10th to quarter inch expected. Clearing after midnight. Windy night is cooled down to 55. That southwest wind will swing to the west-northwest at 15 to 25 miles per hour and gusty. Tomorrow, sunny, windy, cooler. Temperatures below average at 66 with a northwest to north wind, 15 to 25 and diminishing. Clearing tomorrow night, cooler, diminishing wind low down to 42. Sunny, seasonal, lighter wind and 70. The outlook on Thursday. This should be the last of the cool air surges with a big summer-like warm-up getting going later on into the week. Friday up to 76. A couple of showers and thunderstorms. 84 on Sunday, into the 80s. Scattered showers, thunderstorms Sunday and Monday. For TVJ Broadcasting, I'm your host, Greg Soldier.
I should have played this when Claire was on. The trivia for the older audience members is, who is this?
Back home again in Indiana, and it seems that
He performed this at the Indy 500 in 1988. 217-359-2255.
Okay.
Who was it? If you're under 50, you probably don't know. See if anybody knows who this is. You think when he first sang it, you were shocked. There's no way.
Right.
This guy can sing like that.
Yeah. Especially when you knew. Okay, we've got Tim.
Now let's see if we got more than one.
Okay. Oh, interesting. We got the guy who does it now that came through.
Who does it now?
Jim Corneliusson.
He's a Cub guy.
Right.
He does the Cubs.
And he does a lot of different things. Doesn't he also do like the
Jim
Blackhawks?
Yeah, I think he's a Chicago guy. He just drove down to Indianapolis. He has a very formal voice.
He went to Purdue.
Okay, there you go.
So that's his connection.
Okay. I'm just curious how many know. You have to be older. So if you're 40, forget it.
So
yeah, I'm thinking you might have to be 60.
Somebody texted in his acting.
Okay, what he was known for.
Yes.
He was a big TV star, but it was like, okay, now they're coming in on my personal phone.
Okay.
But yeah, I got a guy, he's over 70, got a guy over 60. Okay, I told you.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see if anybody under 50 knows who that was. I'll check.
It's always at the beginning of the race.
Yeah,
right?
It just kicks it off. It's the national anthem and then probably back home in Indiana. All right, 8:37.
Drive in, drive out. Recycling's what Max is all about. You can make some cash and do your share. We make it really simple because we care. It doesn't matter large or small. Our friendly staff will handle it all. Starting it over is what we do at Max Twin City Recycling.
All right, Tim, Gale Ferrex Trucking, you're looking for some wonderful drivers, aren't you?
We're looking for some reliable professional drivers, and we just decided now through the end of May we're going to do our $4,000 sign-on bonus to qualified drivers. That's 23 years old, 2 years experience, safe background, safe driving history, and we'll put into work and make them some money and get them home on weekends.
Think any other trucking company offers that kind of a deal between now and the end of May, and then also you're home on weekends?
Yeah, and things are looking up right now.
And Dedicated Diesel and Gale Ferrex Trucking, you can reach Tim Onstadt how?
TIMO@gftlog.com is my email. They can get my cell phone at 765-505-1295. The office, 765-793-7131, extension 4.
Tim Onstadt, thank you, my friend.
Thank you.
Some Sundays are made for the water. Sunday, May 17th, as the Cardinals take on the Kansas City Royals, make it a ballpark day too. That day, you can score a Cardinals boat tote presented by Coca-Cola and Walmart. A classic summer bag that fits right in from the dock to the dugout. It's ready for long weekends, sunny afternoons, and whatever plans you have next. Get tickets now at cardinals.com/promotions.
Yep. 5 of you were right. Jim Neighbors, better known as Gomer Pyle.
Yes.
But Gomer was also in the Andy Griffith Show.
Mm-hmm.
He was chasing around Don Knotts and Andy Taylor. Again, this is for our 70-plus audience.
Yes.
Sergeant Carter.
Right? So many of us, Nick at Night or whatever, you'd see all this in reruns and things like that, too.
Yeah, it's all out there. But anyway, that was Jim Neighbors who sang a beautiful rendition of... And I don't think anybody expected Gomer Pyle to be able to sing like that.
Right.
And that was when I first... And I visited. I have an autograph from Jim Neighbors.
Oh, you do?
I do. I talked to Jim Neighbors. He was a very nice man, as you'd guess. But he played kind of a dumb Marine.
Mm-hmm.
But... And he was great on Andy Griffith in the early 60s. He tried to arrest Don Knotts, the deputy sheriff. Don did a U-turn after he got Gomer on a technicality, and he did a U-turn. Citizens arrest!
That's right.
That was an illegal U-turn.
And they'd share a bullet.
No, he'd have the bullet. Don Knotts had the bullet in
Okay.
one bullet in his pocket.
Exactly.
Wasn't allowed to have a loaded gun. All right, that's just a sidebar from the Indianapolis 500. 1911, I'm shocked that a car could go 80. I really am.
Right.
And
interesting to look that up after our friend from visitindy.com mentioned this is the 110th running. So Carb Day will be on the 22nd, Legendary Day or something on the 23rd, and the race is on the 24th. So Memorial Day is on the 24th?
When did Henry Ford invent the automobile? Because it can't be much after 19... It had to be before, but not very long before.
That they were going that fast.
Bet he could. He was driving in 1896. Dang.
Wow.
I had no idea. Ford built his first vehicle, the Ford Quadricycle, a small gasoline-powered car with 4 bicycle wheels. And so he had 15 years to evolve to go to 80. In 1903, he founded the Ford Motor Company. In 1908, introduced a famous Ford Model T. In 1913, transformed manufacturing with the moving assembly line, and there went the blacksmith.
Mm-hmm.
The blacksmith dude had to evolve too. No more horses.
But the race is on the Sunday before May 25th, Memorial Day, right? So
yeah.
That makes sense.
And
it's nice that people have a chance to recuperate.
Carl Benz was the guy that created the first gasoline-powered automobile, 1885, like in Mercedes-Benz.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. You learn something every darn day.
Well, and the current singer is Jim Cornelius' son, who's been known for that national anthem at the Blackhawks game, where he holds out that note.
Yeah.
And he's done, I've seen him at the Bears game before, too. And anyway, he's been at Cubs games and now back home again in Indiana since Jim Neighbors passed away.
Probably got the gig because he did go to Purdue.
He went to Purdue.
Yeah. All right, sports headlines.
All right. Well, we didn't talk about Aiden Flynn, our Big Ten Freshman of the Week. What a great golfer. We have our women's golf team in action in round 2 today at 10:55 as they'll tee off of that second round in that NCAA Stanford Regional, sitting at 10th right now. Anna Ritter setting the pace at an even 71. Also, NHL action, since I mentioned the Blackhawks briefly. We had Colorado over Minnesota, 5-2, leading that 3-1. Buffalo will be at Montreal tonight, and we'll have Vegas and Anaheim tied up at 2 apiece. NBA action at 2 apiece. Cleveland beat Detroit yesterday, 112-103. Oklahoma City's Thunder beat the LA Lakers in a sweep, 4-0. And so 115-110. Lakers are out now, so Mike's in LeBron's face and was non-committal about next year.
I would think he would stay a Laker. I would think he'd do a farewell tour. I mean, he is the all-time leading scorer in NBA's history, past Jabbar, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. So, yeah, he deserves some pomp and circumstance himself, man.
There you go.
He's been around since he was 18.
Right.
He didn't go to college. He was driving that big old Jeep at Akron High School or wherever that was.
In Ohio.
Clearly the best player in America as an 18-year-old.
Right.
And he was doing the Kobe coming out early. You just, for a guy to be able to go from high school to the pros, that's just, wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And then he played this year with his son, Bronny, right?
Yeah, no, I think Bronny still was on the team.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think that's definitely a father-son kind of deal.
Mm-hmm.
And Bronny was making some baskets and doing it. I don't think he'd be on any other team, but heck, he's playing in the NBA. So pretty fun to be with your son playing basketball.
Absolutely.
I would think a farewell, good night, see you later. Last time in this stadium, he'll sell out all the stadiums. Everybody will go.
Mm-hmm.
He'll be 42. A remarkable career. It really, really is.
We were following St. Joseph Ogden's Cameron Wagner. He chose Oregon, the hat, and then all his friends or family and things like that around him, taking their shirt off and showing the Oregon support.
I think he really liked that young coach out there. He's a very good coach. Oregon is totally in the top 10 starting the season. They're in the Big Ten.
Yeah.
And we wish him nothing but the best. Good luck to you. Hope it's a great career for you.
Yeah, that's right. And we have baseball to talk about. Kansas City's at Chicago White Sox 6:40 start. We'll have the Cubs over on US 105.9, and they'll be in Atlanta with a 6:15 start. Oakland A's, which are playing their games in where?
Sacramento.
Sacramento.
Capital of California.
Okay, very good.
Sacramento, California.
And Andre Palante to the mound for the Cardinals. 8:40 first pitch here on ESPN 93.5.
It's really inland. So there's no water, maybe a lake or two, but yeah,
okay.
It's not that far from Reno, Nevada. Just kind of drive a little to the east. I think you get to Reno, kind of up there. All right, 8:45.
Actually, I called the provider. It was just going to be a while before I could have service, and I couldn't wait, so I was recommended to Classic. Professionalism, their dependability, credibility, and the service technicians, I wouldn't ever call anybody else.
I truly believe that after people have experienced other companies and then given us a try, they can clearly see the difference.
Visit ClassicPlum.com.
This is Rob Meyer with Provident Financial Group. Unfortunately, there is not a one-size-fits-all retirement plan. Finding the right plan for you depends on many factors. The good news is that we can help improve your retirement readiness, whatever your situation. Contact us today at 217-366-3456 or online at ProvidentFinancialGroupLLC.com.
Securities offered through Raymond James Financial Services, Inc., member FINRA SIPC. Provident Financial Group is not a registered broker-dealer and is independent of Raymond James Financial Services. Investment advisory services offered through Raymond James Financial Service Advisors, Inc.
You ever notice how 1 yard on the block just looks better? Since 1977, Spring Green has been the locally owned neighborhood lawn care, pest control, and tree care expert right here in central Illinois. Not cookie-cutter treatments, real tailored care from professionals who live and work where you do. So your lawn, greener, your trees, healthier, your backyard, ready for everything spring throws at it? Visit spring-green.com and see what your yard's been missing. Spring Green, local, trusted, growing strong since 1977. Looking for the perfect pair of boots? Come on down to Pard's Western Shop in Urbana. With an amazing selection that fits every style, Pard's has the perfect pair waiting for you the next time you're hitting the rodeo or stepping out in style. They've got great deals and sale prices on men's cowboy boots, girls' cowgirl boots, and kids' boots. And their friendly staff will make sure you leave with the boots you love. Pard's Western Shop, serving its customers with high-quality merchandise since 1968. Go see them today at 306 North Maple Street in Urbana.
Yeah, busy last, few days here. Finals completing and then graduation. And then I think Monday is going to be that old Dust Bowl in the Westerns.
Oh, yeah, where you see the tumbleweeds going down
you get a drive around campus, and us townies kind of like that. And I don't know how the businesses survive down there. It's harder, obviously.
Right.
When you
do some of them take a break, too? I don't know
how you still pay rent.
Right.
I don't think so. I mean, I don't know.
There are so many international restaurants, though.
Well, I mean, I think there's 55,000 kids here now. 55,000.
Wow.
Champaign has a population of 80, and Urbana's like 40. And so when the kids leave, it's like, we can drive on 4th Street? Yeah. Yahoo! I mean, everything is blinking red.
Right.
But it's still go by all the buildings and They'll be back early August. We love having the kids here. We never would take that for granted. We want them here. Yeah. You want me on that wall. You need me on that wall.
It said record-setting freshmen started in the fall of 2025 with 9,000 freshmen.
But then you got
overall enrollment 60,000 for the first time in 2025.
It's just grown so much. So we are thrilled to have them here. We're thankful.
Applications for the upcoming 83,000 applications.
University of Illinois.
Let's go.
Big time. Stevie J here. With Nate Evans of eXp Realty, you'll always get a stress-free sale for the most money.
Sell your home with Nate. Pick the price, pick the day. Go to theNateEvansGroup.com.
When you're stuck on the road, you need help you can trust. Fast. That's where T-Pro Towing and Roadside Repair comes in. From light duty to heavy duty towing, they've got you covered 24 hours a day. With their state-of-the-art facilities, 3Cs, a division of T-Pro Towing, can repair semis to passenger cars at their Camargo facility. Service across central Illinois, including Urbana, Tuscola, and Camargo. Save their number now, 217-253-3450. That's T-Pro Towing and 3Cs. Ready when you need them, anytime, anywhere.
Actually, I called a provider. It was just going to be a while before I could have service, and I couldn't wait, so I was recommended to Classic. Professionalism, their dependability, credibility, and the service technicians, I wouldn't ever call anybody else.
I truly believe that after people have experienced other companies and then given us a try, they can clearly see the difference.
Visit ClassicPlum.com.
Hello again, everyone. Let's check weather for you, Central Illinois, Champaign, Urbana vicinity. Sunshine will fade behind increasing clouds this afternoon, but note that increasing southwest wind 20 to 30, gust of 40 miles per hour. In open areas, watch for some blowing gusts and reduced visibility, highs to about 77. Well, bottom out tonight at 55, so mild tonight, but a couple of showers, isolated thunderstorms around perhaps about 40 to 50% of the area. Clearing after midnight. That southwest wind 15 to 25 miles per hour will swing to the west-northwest before midnight. Tomorrow, sunny, windy, cooler, northwest to north winds at 15 to 25 and gusty. So the windy weather pattern continues on. Highs tomorrow at 66. Bottoming out in the lower 40s for tomorrow night with diminishing wind and clear skies for the day on Thursday. Sunshine, seasonal highs, lighter wind, the high around 70. Warm-up gets underway Friday with maybe a stray shower or thunderstorm both morning and late afternoon at 76. Warm weather with highs up to 84 on Saturday. A couple of scattered showers and thunderstorms Sunday and Monday. High temperatures still into the 80s. Drier air, slightly cooler but still warm Tuesday, Wednesday next week with highs right around 80. For CVT Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solgay.
Big news, Tolono. Philo Exchange Bank is growing to better serve you with a new branch opening this spring. For over 140 years, we've delivered hometown community banking that you can trust. And when it comes to loans, your decisions stay local, made by local lenders who know our community. Visit us soon at 411 North Long Street in Tolono, right on Route 45. Go to philobank.com for more information.
Philo Exchange Bank, hometown community banking since 1883. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Flooring Surfaces is ready for your next renovation. We stock football fields for the flooring in our Champaign warehouse. Porcelain tile with large formats, dozens of options, all in stock, along with Cushion Tech waterproof vinyl, and deals on closeout backsplash tile. And don't forget about premium thin sets, performance grouts, tools, trowels, and adhesives. Flooring Surfaces is your local supplier for all kinds of in-stock flooring. See us today at 401 Mercury Drive in Champaign.
Flooring Surfaces, your first stop.
Final few minutes. Don't forget the drive this afternoon. Evan and Curtis, they had Ricky Horton on yesterday. It was really good.
Yeah, I heard a little bit of that too.
Nice job.
And we heard about his little snippet in the Field of Dreams on the TV.
Yeah, he
like
had
20 minutes into the movie.
19 minutes and 40 seconds, I think he said. Anyway, Ray, Kevin Costner, is watching TV. His daughter's asking him what a southpaw is, and Ricky was on the mound for the Dodgers at the time. And it was just a clip from the game they put in and on the TV.
Uh-huh.
And so Ricky says my co-star was Kevin Costner. So he didn't know he was in it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he had another player tell him, and this guy was kind of all around.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
And they were kind of jokesters.
And then another guy, he said, he for sure never says anything. No practice. He said, I was, in there. News Gazette had all kinds of things on Cameron Wagner today. Cameron Wagner from St. Joe Ogden.
Okay.
But he was on the Pat McAfee show, which is really big. And
who's known to be more of a Notre Dame supporter, right?
I don't.
Were we thinking it was going to be Notre Dame?
I think,
or at least a Midwestern choice because it's closer to home here at SJO.
Yeah, I don't know. It's great because he really loved Oregon, loved his visit. I know. And Stan Winky's grandson picked the Ducks over Illinois, Notre Dame, and Wisconsin. Anyway, we wish him the best and hope he has a great career and goes to the NFL and all those good things. 6'6", is going to be up on his senior year coming up.
That's right.
And I would think that the St. Joe Ogden offense should follow him at the tackle position. Stevie J would gain 100 yards.
I'm sure Sean Skinner's on that. He's the head coach.
Stevie J might get 100 yards behind him. You wouldn't even see me. You wouldn't know where I was.
Plow the way through, please.
Just keep going. I'll get as many yards as you let me. All right, Diane, we thank you.
Enjoy the day.
That is Diane Ducey. Don't forget the Stever, PDR Automotive. It's a full vehicle inspection for free. Details at gostever.com, gostever.com. All right, a beautiful day. Enjoy it. We'll talk back on the radio tomorrow at 7 to 9. On Wednesday, it's Tuesday, May 12. I'm Stevie J. Thank you for listening. And have a great Tuesday.
When your operation can't afford downtime, call the people who treat your business like their own. At Freedom Fabrication and Millwrights, you're working with over 150 years of combined industry experience, handling everything from on-site repairs to complete turnkey facility solutions. Call Richard and Selena for your next project, whether it's custom fabrication, emergency field repairs, or full system installation. They're also your local dealer for Chief Grain Systems. Call 217-574-5050. Freedom Fabrication and Millwrights. Experience you can count on, people you can trust.
When you're stuck on the road, you need help you can trust. Fast. That's where T-Pro Towing and Roadside Repair comes in. From light duty to heavy duty towing, they've got you covered 24 hours a day. With their state-of-the-art facilities, 3Cs, a division of T-Pro Towing, can repair semis to passenger cars at their Camargo facility. Service across central Illinois, including Urbana, Tuscola, and Camargo. Save their number now, 217-253-3450. That's T-Pro Towing and 3Cs. Ready when you need them, anytime, anywhere.
Craving something delicious and a place to kick back? Hit the road to Roadrunner Station in Camargo. They're serving up handmade wood-fired pizzas that are bursting with flavor in a fun, family-friendly atmosphere. Bring the whole crew, enjoy the bar, check out the gaming room, and make a night of it. And you've got to try their specialty pizzas, like the fully loaded Everything But the Tractor, or the sweet and savory Hawaiian Hitchhiker. Great pizza, great vibes, and great times at Roadrunner Station in Camargo.
You have money laying all around your house. You just don't know it. And no, I don't mean selling your great-grandma's good china. I mean all the old metal items you don't want to use or get rid of. Don't pay someone to haul it away. Bring it into Max Twin City Recycling and get paid to have it taken off your hands. They love new customers and are more than willing to walk you through their process step by step. Come check them out at 2808 North Lincoln Avenue in Urbana.
What we do at Max Twin City Recycling.
Jesse with Land's Drain Cleaning. Do you have your sewer line cleaned every year? Are you constantly getting roots or blockages? Why deal with that headache year after year? Call Land's Drain Cleaning today at 217-355-5512 to have our expert staff come out, clean your line. We give you a free camera inspection, show you what's wrong, where it's at, and then we can offer you a repair for that problem so you don't have to deal with it again. Land's Drain Cleaning. Why call anyone else?
Ever wonder why you pay your bank to have a checking account? Fisher National Bank does too. You see, they offer free rewards cashback checking that gives you cash back on debit purchases, no service fees or balance requirements. Simply make 12 debit card purchases, receive electronic statements, and have one direct deposit in a monthly cycle. It's so simple. Reward yourself today with rewards cashback checking. Learn more at any branch or FisherNational.com. Fisher National Bank. Exceptional communities, exceptional people. Member FDIC.
Here's another home improvement insight from Kramer Siding and Window, a proud member of Prairie Home Alliance.
Your roof is your home's best protection for the elements outside. And that's why Owens Corning Roofing is designed and tested for superior performance. Kramer is a platinum preferred contractor hand-selected by Owens Corning. So start today and get 10% off the best roofing from the best roofing professionals.
Call 217-355-2720, click on kramersiding.com, or visit the showroom in Champaign.
Looking for your new favorite hangout? Head to Route 45 Wayside in Pasodum. They're open 7 days a week with daily food specials that keep things fresh and affordable. And Sundays? It's Sunday Fun Day from 1 to 4 with live entertainment that brings the party to life. Don't miss their massive 8,000 square foot patio, perfect for kicking back with friends. Feeling competitive? Jump into their sand volleyball leagues this spring and summer. Co-ed teams, great vibes, and even better memories. Route 45 Wayside in Pasodum. Great food, live music, and fun all week long.
Former Illini Terrence Shannon Jr. of the Minnesota Timberwolves about Ben Quattrone from Sarah Champagne. What kind of friend has he been?
Unbelievable. Ever since I came to this dealership, me and Ben had interactions. He's been a great person this whole time. It still is. I always would recommend him to anybody about a car or anything. He's always going to be there for you no matter what. He always be behind you. He's just a great person.
Visit sarahchampagne.com. That's SERRA champagne.com.
Spring is here, and as the weather heats up, the sports action heats up at Circus Sports. From baseball to basketball, hockey to golf, Circus Sports has it all. Circus Sports isn't just sports betting, it's sports betting the way it should be. Player-friendly pricing, enhanced in-game options, and best of all, no bet fees. Whether you're looking for playoff futures or props on your favorite players and more, Circus Sports has you covered. Download the Circus Sports app or visit circusports.com. Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
You're listening to WSJK ESPN 93.5 Tuscola, Champaign-Urbana, your home